This is really the Fighter and the Kid.
Come on, baby.
Not a bad announce video.
Amazing.
Right?
God damn.
Amazing.
That's
I gotta be
how you
honest
do
with
it.
you. I'm getting fucking
I got to step
good.
my game up. Can I hire you to be my fucking
Can I tell you? I actually today I had a moment because Sony and everyone I announced it today, and so everyone I'm working with was like, "That's a really original way to announce things." And I thought,
Brilliant.
And I just hired this woman who's fucking amazing at social media, and I thought, I wonder if I do that as a company, because it's very easy for me to
I'd
think of
hire you.
ideas for you guys.
Yeah, you're so
because
good.
it's not me.
Yeah.
I would fucking be all over it. If you're that good, I mean, I'm terrible at that stuff. That just watching that, I'm like, fuck. I wish I
It's
could
so
do that.
good.
Dude, I feel like I wonder if I'm a pretty good comic, but I think I might be a better marketer.
You're
I think you're good at
marketing,
both.
dude.
I don't know.
But you could do marketing down the road. You don't want to do that now. You don't need another.
It's like
you don't need another
Adam
job.
22. Is he a better porn star or a better podcaster?
Very good question.
I've seen his porn and he really lays it down.
He's got a cock on
The
him.
kid's doing something.
I don't know. I watched
He's
that
double
and I'm like,
dipping.
I got to step my game up. I have a guy.
So it's not
Do
good
you?
enough to have a guy.
Do you?
It's not enough to have a guy.
No, I can walk you through everything I've done.
Seriously?
Yeah, it's not good enough. You need a shooter, and you need an editor, and you need a producer.
Full time.
Full time. And then I just hired one person strictly for social media who knows it. She fucking knows
So
it.
I should have somebody with a camera just around coming up with ideas all the time.
Actually, no. Just a phone. We shoot everything on phones these days.
Okay.
Because everything's fucking vertical, so you just shoot everything on fucking phones. And so I have a cameraman who just takes a phone around with him.
Okay, that's lazy.
And
I
just,
know, dude, it's so frustrating because before this, I bought a whole rig, DLSRs or whatever.
all you
I
need
bought-
is a phone.
All you need is a phone.
And so you just have somebody follow you around and you basically
I come up with promos. So like one of my favorite ones I did was Joe Coy was doing these like
Tour buses.
no, he goes, "Hey Brooklyn, I love this promo," and I loved his promo. He goes, "Brooklyn, check this out," and he covered the camera with his hands and then pulled back and revealed sold out arena. I was like, "That's fucking dope." And then I was like, "How would I do it?" And so I was like, "Hey Joe Coy, I've seen your promos, man. Check this out." And I put my hands over the camera, and then I reveal, and I'm totally naked in an empty stadium, and I cover my dick, and I'm like, "Oh my god, that went wrong! I was just trying to tell everyone I'm going to be in Boston next week."
Great.
It's one of my favorite.
That's so funny. Is this you here?
Yeah, go to me hitting the home run. Go to me hitting the home run.
Look like John Kruk.
Look at this.
Let's go. Are we recording?
Is there music yet? Yeah, we're recording.
Oh, we're recording? Okay. These kids are fucking ballers.
They're from the high school.
Well,
Yes, yeah.
we should start by saying that I was talking to Jesus, your opener, said that he trained for this marathon and then he looks over and you were passing him and you ran 26 miles with no problem.
In all fairness, I think he had to take a shit 13 miles in.
Oh.
But look at this.
This is at your high school?
Is at my high school taking BP
You're sneaky.
That's in
sneaky
Florida.
athletic.
in Florida, right?
Good
Here we
swing.
go. Boom. There we go. Look at these
All of
boys.
them
Look at these
go,
boys. Look
"Oh."
at this. Look at this. Oh, fucking bat flip. Run the fucking bases. Bring it in, boys. This is your future. This is your fucking future. Your boy went yard. Call my high school girlfriend.
were you
tell
a
her I
baseball
still got
player?
it. Yeah, I was.
Wait, when's the last time you hit balls?
When we did Fully Loaded last year, we were drunk and the team showed up and they were like, "Hey man, we heard you play baseball." I said, "Yeah." And they go, "You want to take some BP?" I never say no to BP. I have a hard time stopping. And so I go, "Yeah." And Attell's like, "I got $100 says he doesn't hit it out of the infield." And I was like, "I'm about to take Attell's money."
Yeah, I'm about to take all your
And so
money.
I one-hopped it off the fence. And their pitcher said to me, "That's with no pace." And I went, "What?" And he goes, "That's no pace on it. That's me just like tossing it in. If I had tabbed it at the pace, I might have gone yard
Yeah.
on a wood bat." So in my head, I'm like, "Oh, I know I can hit it out with a steel bat. I know I can hit it with a little pace."
Yeah.
And their pitcher that we used to play for the Padres, the coach used to play for Padres. He was putting pace on it like a little fast for me, in my opinion.
You're scared.
And so, yeah, and I had one that hit the fence in left field, and that's when I was like, "I'm in. I just need one pitch inside," and I pulled it, hit it over the fence in left field, 310.
When you wake up in the
Attell
morning,
had
are
no
you saying
clue.
to yourself, always be promoting? Always be
Always been
promoting.
promoting. I used to be really bad. I'm better at it now, but I used to be really bad at it where I'd have dates in my head. I have them memorized. And so I'd always be ready. So if anything happened, I could turn to the camera and go,
Rip a promo.
I'd have, well, it was when I did the first tour I did, Body Shots World Tour. Everything rolled out and I knew all my dates because I'd pictured them on a map. and then and now I've got so many different things I'm promoting that I'll tell you how it goes. I got Tops Off World Tour. I've got my special Razzle Dazzle coming out March 14th on Netflix, streaming right now. You can check out my Machine movie coming out Memorial Day weekend, only in theaters. Go to the machine.movie for a special pre-taped event, or a live event that's going to happen Thursday in theaters. And then we just announced Fully Loaded. We got Dave Attell, Lewis Black, Mark Norman, Shane Gillis, Tiffany Haddish, Tammy Pescatelli, Chad Daniels, Jim Norton, Ralph Barbosa. I mean, we got it's fucking full. It is the sickest lineup I could have ever put together. And then we're doing 2 cities, 2 weeks in June and 2 weeks in July. And then I have the Australian Tops Off tour. I have so much shit to promote. I'm like,
damn.
Crushing it.
yeah. But
That movie trailer looks so dope. You know, when your buddy makes a movie, you're like, okay, have fun. And then, you know, it's like, okay, good luck with that. It's a legit. Have you seen the trailer?
No, I want to see the trailer.
You're like,
oh, you haven't seen the trailer?
No, I want to see
I repost. I went, hey, everybody, let's fucking get this thing going.
I
so
don't
Bert
know the
hits the
story
red
of the
carpet.
Machine. I don't know that story.
I'm sorry.
I know. I know you told it on Rogan.
By the way, right now, there's
People are so mad.
400,000 people going, please don't start this.
Yeah.
I know. We don't,
Please don't make me tell a story.
we don't have
But
to, and I'll look it up.
Also, the movie is about the story.
So that's
Look, so the Machine story has 51 million views. That's what blew Birdie up.
yeah.
But then
it's
also,
got 88 on all platforms.
yeah, 88 million views.
My God.
And that was Rogan and Bert told y'all that story, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I told that to Rogan on his podcast.
now Rogan's beak.
By the way, I gotta tell you. Well, hold on. I gotta say this, and
It's wet Rogan's beak now. He's the one that came up with his plan. Right? He needs the
changed,
money.
He changed my life because I told that story on his podcast. He then said, you need to tell that on stage. And I was not telling it on stage. And he was like, you need to tell it on stage. And he said, I was doing Columbus, Ohio the next weekend, Columbus Funny Bone. And he goes, guys, when you go to a show, from this point forward, he's only to be known as the Machine. And you are to have him tell that story every time he goes on stage. You shout the Machine. And I was like, Joe. And he's like, shout the Machine until he tells it. Now, do you remember old school Death Squad, Ohio? Old school Death Squad, Ohio. That was like the group of guys that were like hardcore. This is when Rogan was doing it out of his house.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They all showed up to like almost every one of my shows. And the first show Thursday, they were like, the Machine. And I was like, guys, I'm not going to tell it. I appreciate that Joe said that.
But I have an act I have to do.
I have an act and I have a closer.
Yeah.
And the one guy goes, buddy, it's your story. You have to tell it. And he was like, we know it's going to be bad, but you got to tell it to make it good. Right, guys? And they're all like, yeah, Bert, come on.
Oh, shit.
And I was like, what? And then they were like, we'll fake laugh. We promise. I swear to God. Those were like those guys like No Susquehanna. Do you remember all those? Oh, I remember those guys.
Before me.
No.
No,
Oh, maybe it was.
Yeah,
maybe it
probably
was.
How long ago?
It was like
Longer
when
than
it
12
first
years
started.
ago.
Yeah.
The Death Squad crew was Red Band and all those guys. That was when Joe first started his podcast.
When Joe started it, Joe, this is a little
History.
sticky subject at times. So I was there for one of these conversations. But Death Squad, I guess Brian had bought the Death Squad name, and he had started the Death Squad Comedy Network on podcasts.
Right.
But Joe's podcast was obviously the biggest thing on Death Squad, and it was his only thing. And Joe's group of friends, Opie and Anthony, Joe walked in with everyone like Tate Fletcher and fucking and Joey Diaz and everyone, and from Opie and Anthony said, "Oh, Joe brought in his Death Squad." So he started calling him and his friends their Death Squad.
Right.
Oh shit, the Death Squad's here. And so there was a moment where I think they split, and because they had Death Squad East and Death Squad West. Death Squad West was Joe's house, and Death Squad East was the Ice House. And one had a ooh, 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 and one had a meow. Like I'm a podcast geek. Like I've listened to a lot of fucking podcasts.
Deep.
This goes really deep. But dude, I was obsessed with Joe.
Where's the controversy?
I was doing podcasts with Joe.
Because there was a moment where they split, and Brian took Death Squad and tried to make it a network, but he missed by an inch, and it's not his fault. No one was doing it at the time.
Yeah, I love Red
But
Band.
what he did was he was putting everything on his RS. And Brian, I apologize if I'm misrepresenting this, because I don't mean to, but this is my recollection. Is he had everything on his RSS feed, which is the feed that
For the network.
Yeah, for the network, and then he would release. He did Tom's, he did Joey's, he did. I think he did one for Tripoli and Ari, and he was releasing all of them on the RSS feed. So if he got backed up, you may miss a week because he needed to catch up for the other guys. And that's when Tom went off and started Your Mom's House by himself.
Damn.
And so everyone was like saw the value in owning their own RSS feed, and Red Ben had all of them. Had he, and this is retrospect, and once again, I apologize, Brian, if this isn't correct. Had he started their own RSS feeds for everyone
Under the one banner.
and created a product, no one had that insight back then. No one thought that Joe was selling fucking fleshlights out of his closet. I
remember.
I mean, legit.
I remember.
You'd go there and he'd go, have some of my Alpha Brain.
He was
and
doing his
try one of
podcast
my
at the ice.
fleshlights.
He would do his
Marcus.
podcast at the Ice House a lot of times too. I did that a bunch of times.
Well, that was
Remember, it was
the
like- that was the Death Squad
The
days.
Death Squad
Yeah.
days, and so I was fascinated by all of it. And had he had the insight to do what like Chris Hardwick did, where he just
Or Bill
Chris Hardwick
Simmons.
just threw money at it,
Yes.
was like, let's hire some producers. Let's get everyone their own things, but let's put it all under our network banner. It's all going on one website.
You guys own it all.
And then,
Just
then
have
Chris
it here.
Hardwick turned around and sold it to, I think he sold it to Legendary.
Made a lot of money.
And he made it 16 million. By the way, this is the crazy thing is like now we all see that. And I mean, you look at Thicccboy Studios. I have Birdie Boy Productions. I just bought a house. We're building podcast studios out of there. My problem is I don't care about, this is going to sound fucking horrible, but like, I don't care about starting a network because I don't want to take comics money. And in order to make a network and build it, you got to take a little bit, get your beak wet to make it time for you and to pay everyone out.
Yep,
so I've had people want to leave certain networks and come over and have me produce it because I have a great setup with a great group of people. I think we all used to work together at one time that does my ad sales, and it's been very beneficial. And I've learned a lot working with Tom over at Your Mom's House. And so I'm trying to build mine, and people go, "Hey, can we just do ours out of yours, and then you can take your cut?"
It's
and
complicated.
it gets complicated, and I don't want to. I have enough money, and so I don't want to take money from people. But there's no way to run a business without taking a little bit of money. You can't, and so I just go, "Fuck it, I'll just do me and my wife." It's me and my wife. I have two bears, or I have a Bertcast. Your mom's, or God damn it, Bertcast, Wife of the Party, Something's Burning, and Open Tabs, and I do them out of there, and then we do all our production for like our YouTube channel out of there, and then all the promos come out of there. And then what we're hoping to do is turn it into a media company, where like when we were talking earlier, we're like, I would love the opportunity to help comics sell tickets. It's something I've dialed in on, maybe too much at times, but
You're
like
the best at it.
That's
why I come to you with any of that stuff.
I come up with an idea, and I used to just go, no one will do that. And now I know I can afford it to make them. And they don't all hit. Some miss, but like the ones
rare,
that hit pop, and then you make a good amount of money selling tickets.
Yeah, you get a return on
Well,
it.
sometimes like what I'll find is I go to a town and like people, they see me, like if I go somewhere, I get recognized a lot.
I know where you're going. Is there anything worse? They go,
And it's like,
what the fuck you doing
They don't
here?
know I'm here.
Son, let me tell you.
I'm a
something.
fan. What are you
Let
doing
Let
here?
me
I'm like,
tell
how the
you
fuck I have to rely on this club?
Let's fucking preach. So I have a theory.
Never rely on
You're not successful in comedy if anyone you go to that city, you're not doing your job. If anytime you go to that city, people go, "When are you coming to Boston?"
This is
And you're
what
just
happens
there.
to me all day.
This is
Nothing
so I
worse.
did. So I did.
What do I do about that?
So I learned. This is how I learned.
You get a wig.
Drives me nuts. A wig? I don't know if that's going to work. See, he has bad ideas.
No,
I mean, I'll do it.
I'm
No, you do your show, and then you put on a wig. It's not a bad idea. No, it's not. Hold on. Stop. That's not a bad idea.
Okay,
That's
so-
not a bad
all right,
idea.
so I got to get a
That's
wig.
That's not a bad idea.
Fuck. All right.
That's not a bad idea.
All right, so
to
I'm gonna
promote
write
a
that
city,
down.
that's not a bad idea for a promotion. I'm not even fucking around.
Yeah,
You're in
no.
Boston, and you go, guys, I was in Boston. My ticket sales were low, and people keep asking me about my shows. And then you put on a wig and you walk around and go, "Hey, man, do you know when Brian Callen's coming to town?" You're like, "No, but he's in Tarzana next week."
Okay, is that
That's,
good?
that's a
Yeah.
great fucking
Great.
promo.
All
right, fine, I'll do
And by
that
the way,
then.
you got to make the biggest people kill themselves by overanalyzing just a thought. Because once you turn on the camera, you will make it funny.
figure it
Once
out.
you turn on the camera. So here's how I changed everything for me. Because so I got offered to do Red Rocks with Jim Jeffries. At the time, I knew I was probably good for like 4,000 tickets in Denver.
How long ago
think.
is this?
This is I don't know if 3 years ago, 4 years ago,
okay.
3 years ago. I knew I was good for like 4,000 tickets, maybe 5,000 tickets. Red Rock sells 10,000. Jim Jeffries is having a baby, and he backs out. He goes, "I can't. It's our due date weekend. My wife wants me here. I need to be here." And I go, "Totally understand." So now I know I'm out of the weekend. Red Rock calls and says, "Hey man, we can't fill it in this short notice. Do you want the weekend by yourself?" And now I know I can't fail because they already know that I wasn't supposed to sell it. But now I get the opportunity to see if I can move 10,000 tickets in a market. So I said to myself, I will only succeed, not if I sell it out, but if I go into this venue, do my show, and then I was taking Georgia around Boulder. I wanted her to go to Boulder. If I am around that city and no one says to me, "What are you doing here?"
Right.
And what was crazy is we went to Colorado State, University of Colorado Boulder, and then we hung out in Evergreen where we were staying.
Not doing stand-up. You were just there?
I stayed the extra night and watched Jimmy Buffett. I did the show. I ended up selling it out, but I did the show, and I just promoted the fuck out of it. And comics hit me up, and they're like, "Dude, we get it. You're doing fucking Red Rocks." And I go, "No, it's not about you. You're not who I give a fuck about because you are never going to buy a ticket to my show because you're my friend.
You're in the business.
Yeah, you're in the business.
Yeah.
What I care about is I will never get upset if I found out that my favorite comic or my favorite artist is coming to my town. If Wilco posts every single day from this point until their show in 5 months from now, not once will I see that post and go, enough, Wilco, because I want to be reminded that show is then.
Right.
I want to go, oh, that's right. Wilco's in fucking 3 weeks.
Yeah, because we're so insecure about that.
Yeah.
You're also
Because you're like, I retweeted it or I made a video about it once.
Oh my God. Dude, the people getting upset about that are the people not going to the show. The people going to the show. How many times you bought concert tickets and then forgot and missed the concert and you were like, fuck. Why didn't I wish
I've never done that, but I like where you're going.
I've done that. I've done that twice.
I've never done it, but I feel you.
I've done that twice.
That could happen.
Yeah.
So then I went to do Red Rocks. I did promos out the ass. I was always doing promos.
On your own social media.
On my own social media. I was doing them all by myself at the time. And I was in Serbia shooting the movie and I had blown out my elbow doing my own stunts. I had to go in for surgery. And they were like, what song do you want to get put down to? And I said,
this video's great.
And I said, fuck this. I go, Credence, and don't count me backwards. I'm going to do a promo with my phone. And when I go out, I want the phone to drop.
Have you seen
and I'm going to
this?
keep doing the promo until it drops and that'll be my promo.
No, I don't know.
And so I was going into surgery. They're playing CCR and I'm going, and they're like, you're going under. And I go, yeah, I am. Hey guys, if I'm going under and I'm scared and I'm nervous and I don't want to if I don't make it out of this, I want you to know one thing. I will be at Red Rocks. And you hear everyone in the room laughing. And I go, Jimmy Buffett's there the next night. And my anesthesiologist is like, wait, I want to see Jimmy Buffett. I go, you want to come to the show? And he's like, yeah. I go, I will see you there. And I drop the phone and that's my promo. And it sold out Red Rocks for me. And when I went through Evergreen,
dude,
all anyone said to me,
I gotta figure it out.
let me tell you
Can Brian figure it out at 55?
Yeah, of course I'm 50.
That's
I'm
never too
50.
late. Yes,
Where's the whiskey?
That's not too late.
Let me tell you.
How are you done already?
Yeah, I'm quick.
Holy shit.
I'm on steroids. Listen, here's the deal.
You are not on steroids.
I'm on
You're on
juice,
How do you
TRT.
feel
I
after
got my gear.
I want to talk about your running
Fucking
gear.
amazing.
Now.
Hold on, I'm not done talking
Yeah.
about promos.
I want to
Yeah.
hear this.
Let me tell you that you want to know
Hold on. Get a fucking notepad out.
Yeah, I should.
You want
This
to know
is disrespect.
the real
I need a notepad too.
The real game changer is we do Sober October the first year.
Gay.
And
Gay.
and so I tell, and it did really well. And I noticed that it moved tickets for the rest of the tour. All of a sudden, everything cleaned up and everything out of the show. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. So I said to Joe and Tom and Ari, I said, hey, maybe we should next year instead of a challenge, let's do hip hop dance. We'll each learn a hip hop dance, and then we'll learn it throughout the month. We'll practice. You burn calories.
Joe's not entertaining that.
You have no idea how quick Joe shot it down.
No, I
He's
do.
like, I'm not doing that.
No, I do.
I'm not doing that.
He's out of
And
my comfort zone.
I'm not doing that. I'm definitely not doing that. I actually won't do Sober October if that's what you're doing. I'm not doing it. And so we're all like, okay, we'll just all.
Yeah, stupid idea. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, so we all put on chest straps and then almost proceeded to murder each other, trying to out-calorie each other for the day. But in doing so, I still thought hip-hop dance was a good idea.
I like it.
So I took hip-hop dance lessons.
What we were just talking about this in the last podcast.
Yeah.
No, Segura put a fucking production like the Jabberwockies.
Oh, dude. Well, now I took lessons for $1,200 with this woman. This is my promo of me going under.
I need her number.
I
'cause wanna
can't
take-
believe you
that's not
haven't
me.
seen
That's
this.
not
Oh,
me.
let me watch this.
I'm pretty high. I feel like I should write a poem or something.
Isn't that a good buzz?
Yeah. You listen to CCR.
Is you're in a good place?
I'm going into surgery right now. We're playing Credence Clearwater Revival. Perfect way to go under. I have a great team around me. But what I want to tell you for real, while I'm laying on this
You're all high.
Hold on.
high. is Red Rocks, September 8th. I will be performing at Red Rocks. Get your tickets at BertBertBert.com. Jimmy Buffett's there the night before and the night after. I can't wait to do Red Rocks. I've invited my anesthesiologist. Who's going to be attending.
He went right out. Wow.
Let's take a little break from chatting with Bertie Boy the Machine. His movie comes out, or I'm sorry, his special drops, I think, this week as well, right? Yep. Bert's special drops on Netflix this week. So go check out one of the best in the biz. It's Bert Kreischer, and his special drops this mother trucking week. That's right. It's Razzle Dazzle. It drops on Netflix March 14th. So make sure you go check out our boy Bert Kreischer's special on Netflix, available March 14th. If you want to see your boy, I'm on tour, Tacoma, Washington, Tacoma Comedy Club, one of my faves, March 23rd through the 25th. Atlanta, Georgia is April 13th through the 15th. And then we just added La Jolla Comedy Store. That's La Jolla right outside San Diego at one of my favorite venues of all time. It's the Comedy Store in La Jolla. That is June 2nd through the 4th. And then tickets for my Europe tour are available right now. Pre-sale is over, so now you can get your tickets. Belfast, June 15th. Glasgow, June 17th. Manchester, June 18th. London, June 22nd. Cardiff, June 23rd. Dublin, June 25th. Get your tickets at fatkz.com or thickboy.com. Also, Thicccboy St. Patty Day's merch is available right now at thickboy.com. And go see my brother from a definitely very older mother. My boy Brian Callen is back in New York at West Nyack, Levity Live. That's March 16th through the 18th. And then he's in Magooby's, great club, in Maryland, right outside Baltimore. That's Friday, March 31st through Saturday, April 1st. So go get your tickets. See Brian Callen in West Nyack, New York, and Baltimore, Maryland. Tickets at fatkz.com. All right, let's get into it. This episode of The Fire and the Kid with Bert Kreischer is brought to you by Helix Mattresses. Helix Mattresses are fantastic. I've had the mattress for over 5 years now. My kid sleeps on it. My 7-year-old sleeps on it. We're talking about premium mattresses shipped straight to your door, free of charge. Helix knows there's no better way to test out a new mattress than by sleeping on it. It's the only way to know. All right, that's why they offer a 100-night risk-free trial. All right, they have a 10 to 15-year warranty, so try it out. All right, for the new Helix mattress models with a more responsive foam to cradle your body. If you have that thick body, sleep on your side, sleep on your stomach. Helix, all you gotta do, I did it. We take the Helix sleep quiz, and I was matched with the perfect model for my thick body. All right, I want something that felt kind of firm. All right, and I sleep on my side, so they gave me the perfect mattress. Not only is the mattress the best I've slept on, but the setup was fast, super easy. Helix mattresses are delivered in a box straight to your door for free. They're American made, all right? And like I told you, they come with a 10 or 15-year warranty, depending on the model that you get. But don't take my word for it, all right? Helix has been awarded the #1 mattress picked by GQ and Wired magazine. It's even recommended by multiple leading chiropractors and doctors of sleep medicine as a go-to solution for improving your sleep. So there you have it. You want to sleep better? Get you some Helix. Helix is offering you guys up to 20% off all mattress orders and free 2 pillows for the listeners of Fire and the Kid. Go to helixsleep.com/fighter. This is the best offer yet, and it won't last long with Helix. Better sleep starts now. helixsleep.com/fighter. I'll tell you what, once a month, it's like Christmas. That's right. One of the best days of the month is when my box of awesomeness arrives at my doorstep. I'm talking about Bespoke Post. One of the coolest things about Bespoke, every unique item is hand curated from a small business that you probably would never have heard of otherwise. You're getting cool, unique stuff from cozy essentials to travel with. All right, they have cocktail kicks. Box of Awesome has everything you need this month. To get started, take a quiz at boxofawesome.com. That's boxofawesome.com. Your answer will help them pick the right box of awesome for you. They release new boxes every month across a ton of different categories. Each box is valued at around $70, all right? But you only pay a fraction of that price, and you get really cool, unique stuff from small-time businesses. Plus, with each box of Awesome, you're supporting small businesses. 90% of everything that comes in your box of Awesome is from a small up-and-coming brand. It's free to sign up. You can skip a month or cancel it anytime you want. So if you want a whole lot of awesomeness, get 20% off your first monthly box when you sign up at boxofawesome.com. Enter the code FIGHTER at checkout. That's boxofawesome.com, code FIGHTER for 20% off your first box. Boxofawesome.com, code FIGHTER. Awesome.
So
By the way, I've been talking about nothing but doing hip hop dance because I saw Magic Mike and I want to learn how to dance.
pull up Bert hip hop dance. So I pay this lady Dee Snyder $1,200, and I said, "Can you teach me how to dance?" And she says, "Just if you type dance, I'm sure it comes up." And so there you go. Oh no, I think that's it.
Yeah,
that's it.
good too.
And so
We can't play the music.
I know. I'll turn that down.
it's Post Malone.
Is that your instructor there?
That's my instructor. She's awesome.
You want to just play it and then?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're oiled up, yeah?
Oh, I'm sweaty. I've been dancing all day.
You're actually good though.
How'd you
this
get away
is-
with using the music?
Fuck them.
But you're good. How long did you practice?
A week.
Did you have to pay for the song?
No.
And now look at this.
I remember this.
Of course. By the way, every one of these sold out. Every one
this.
of them added a show, and all the show added ones added another shows that I had to come back for. So now here's the
see Tom's up there?
Here's the rub. Here's the rub. So Segura sees that, and everyone's like, Bert can actually dance, and he gets genuinely offended and competitive
'Cause he thinks
and
he can dance better.
And he's a good dancer, but he ends up spending like 60 grand on his hip hop video.
His is so nuts.
60
too.
grand.
His
Yeah,
is stupid.
If Tom
Savage.
has one motto, it's throw money at it.
Yeah.
If it's one motto, throw money at it.
Tom has money.
Yeah. Want to lose weight? Throw money at it.
He's lost money. I mean, lost weight.
Yeah.
looks
I mean, like a crazy
lot of
amount.
people-
And money.
A lot of people
Yeah.
in Hollywood are losing weight these days.
Ozempic.
Yeah. By the way, I got the same doctor. I didn't think I got my steroids from.
Bro, a little TRT and
So
Ozempic?
you're on a
TRT
little,
goes a long way.
how do you feel about that testosterone?
I fucking love it.
Look at him. This is his 6th podcast of the day. Look at his fucking energy.
Oh, I'm
Bert's
fucking
a
through the
savage.
roof, dude. I'm fucking flying. I got these vitamins. I got this fucking.
I bet you wake up, your
get
dick's
involved.
rock hard.
Oh, I fucked a pillow tonight. So Tom does this, and I tell him, I go, throw your dates on the end.
Yeah.
Because it'll sell, and he's like, I got to do Australia, and he had canceled Australia so many times. He threw this on Australia. His dates sold out. They added shows. So then, all of a sudden, I'm like, that's the first time where I'm like, I'm onto something.
So, Bert, is this not from your?
Play Tom
Is this
for
not
me.
from your Netflix specials? This is from your
No,
social
this
media.
is for.
So how much do you?
4 dates.
What do you give? How much credit do you give to your Netflix specials versus what you do on social media?
So Netflix, it's twofold. I call this the, for lack of better words, the Bill Burr effect, right? So
Yeah.
Bill Burr had his Philly rant, which was fucking genius.
Yes.
Classic.
Fucking genius. But that's not all he does. He has a great body of work behind him
Yes.
to support him. The same thing happens to Jim Jeffries. Jim Jeffries got punched in the head at the Comedy Store in London, and it went viral on MySpace back
You're saying
in the
they have
day.
a catalog.
But you have a catalog.
Yeah.
You could argue the same thing happened with Rogan. He stood up for comics with the Carlos Mencia thing. He goes fucking viral, and people see the Joe show and all his stand-up and all his, and they go, wow, this guy's fucking
It's a
awesome.
snowball.
It's a snowball, but you need the spark. The spark is the thing. So what I try to do is create little sparks throughout to drive them to the content, because then they go, oh, wow, Two Bears is funny, Kool-Aid, Jennifer Aniston, Hitler's
Yes.
Teacup, fucking, oh, this is the hardest Bert's ever laughed. This is the 5 hardest Bert's
Jennifer
ever laughed.
Aniston.
This is a long one. And then and then the Netflix specials. I have 4 on Netflix right now. And so these are the sparks you got to create just to keep people remembering. And it's not just, I mean, it's fine to be like, hey guys, I got a Netflix special. But you could just, if you take a second in your day and just go, what can I do to a little extra to just razzle dazzle it,
Yes.
to put a little zhuzh on it.
Yes.
But when Tom did
Play
this,
Tom's because
this
he
is
took it another level.
Yeah.
Tom's is like a MTV unplugged.
well,
fucking,
it's the way he tricks you that he can't dance. Is he has a lot of visual effects and he has all these backup dancers.
nuts.
Yeah,
And then he kills
I
Bert
love
at the
this.
end.
I
And then
want to
he
watch it again. I
murders
watched
me.
it only
yeah,
once.
this is
Play it.
Yeah,
Tom took it another level. This is awful.
I'll tell you the real funny part of this story in a second.
That girl looks like little Uzi Vert.
She's very cute. That girl's
Yeah.
adorable.
Yeah.
Definitely fucks dog.
Steven Seagal's inspiration. Think how long this would take to learn.
It took a whole day, and I can tell you how many calories he burned because it was during Sober October when we did the chest
He's
heart rate
but see,
monitors on.
Tom's athletic too. Tom's
Tom's not moving like
coordinated.
Bert though.
No.
He made him all fat. Look at him laughing. Tom can dance.
Yes, he can.
Yeah, I take that back. Tom
That's
can
that's the only dance part of
Yeah.
his.
Fuck you, Bert.
You're welcome.
He's all sea
Amazing.
walking. He's sea
Amazing.
walking on you.
Amazing.
It was.
I mean, that makes me. This is so inspiring to me
Makes
because
me
I feel
happy.
like I've been lazy as fuck.
Well, it's,
That's a different level. Like that would be like watching basketball when we don't play basketball.
Yeah, but
and you're
you gotta
watching
do
LeBron,
it.
be like, "Holy!"
But you can
fuck.
do it.
you can do all
it
this.
if
You can do
work
all
at
this.
it.
You just got to find your.
mean,
I got lucky in that I was doing it. I was doing it pretty early. So like, even my bad ones, people are like, he tried. You know, like but
Yeah, but that's great, dude. That's
He's also the
fucking
best
great.
at it.
He's great,
best.
but he works really hard and he's relentless. He's like you wake up in the morning and that's your mindset.
He's destroying.
I think I'm killing whiskey.
destroying.
I also think one thing. I also think one leads to
destroying
another.
that Tiger thing.
And you do it while you're drinking that much whiskey, which is fucking incredible.
Well, I treat myself.
You've earned it. I feel like you've earned it.
I feel like I have.
Whiskey
if we
gives you
celebrate
energy.
every victory, though,
Booze
we're gonna
gives
be
you
hammered.
energy and it makes you euphoric.
I don't have. I guess Huberman said something about it.
Andrew,
Yeah, or someone did about like how
Yeah.
booze works differently for different people,
Yes, yes.
and for some people it gets them up.
If you're
It gets me up.
if you're of I guess Northern European descent.
That's me.
Okay, so there's a
Andrew say this, or did
there's
you?
a segment of the population when they get drunk. See, I get sick. I don't get drunk. I get sick.
oh, you're drunk. I had
Yes,
so much fun.
I'm not kidding. I get sick.
Hey, gay.
Yes. Hey, you bullies. Hey, you alcohol bullies. You guys are a couple
Are
of
you not gonna
needies.
drink with Bert?
Because I have that and I'm fucked for the rest of the day. For
real?
Yes,
Oh.
but now you have a chemistry that makes you feel
For
euphoric.
real?
It makes you feel euphoric. I know.
You don't give thoughts of fancy.
I'll drink.
I get
No,
thoughts
no.
of
Guys,
fancy.
I'll drink. I
No,
want to
don't
be cool
waste
with
it.
you.
It's so fun.
No, I hear it. Let me have some.
Nope.
My heart skips a beat. It's like a first kiss for me. I feel like when you have a drink, it's like I don't
love
get
it.
first kisses, but I get cocktails. Yeah. I did a rant about that on
I
One
watched
Place.
you. It was so great because you were like, there's nothing I enjoy more when somebody says, do you want to have a drink? And you're like, I do.
Yeah.
And I'd like to have another drink. And it just gets better.
And when Rogan and they're like, we got to talk to Bert to stop. I'm like, how dare you?
I don't
What are you
think-
trying to do?
I don't think you need to
And you
stop.
want to take Superman's cape, bitch?
Oh, I think Joe's always got. Joe just. I think
He wants
he's
the
got-
best for you. That's why.
He wants the best for
He's
you.
a
He
party
can't be
pooper.
good for us.
He's a
He
party
can't be-
pooper, though.
Great.
He's a realist.
He also no. Joe.
So it's not. We're killing
Joe's
ourselves.
the opposite. He just wants to live forever. So Joe's a party pooper. he wants to live forever. So he'll be like I had a conversation with him the other day. He goes, I never eat bread. I was like, so bread? He goes, I never eat bread. I don't eat wheat. He goes, rarely, once in a blue moon, I'll have a little pasta. He's so fucking intense, right?
Yeah.
I'll have a little pasta.
When we did the companion, I go, hey, dude, what are you getting ready for?
Yeah.
You're enormous.
Yeah.
He's jacked. I go,
He's-
what are you
Well,
getting ready for that I don't know about?
He's
Nick
jacked as
DiPaolo.
shit.
Yeah, I mean-
DiPaolo, 25 years ago, we're doing fucking news radio, and we're playing his brothers. And Joe's sitting there, he's standing there like this, and the veins. And DiPaolo goes, look at him. He's like a little ball of hate. Look at him. Just a ball of hate and veins, right? And he's just, and then Nick just goes, Joe, when you don't work out, and before he got out, Joe goes, there's never a day I don't work out. There's never a day. What do you ask me?
He's
Like he was so
wired
intense. We're like, Jesus, okay.
Every day.
I'll tell you what the best advice Joe gave me, and you were there too, but Joe told me long before, during the pandemic, when Joe was going through all that, they were trying to cancel him because the N-word, all that stuff. We talk every day, and he's like, I'm like, you good? He's like, I've never been better, man. I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with you? He goes, shrooms.
Yeah.
I microdose shrooms. He's like, you got to start doing it. I'm like, dude, you're out of your mind. Hung up the phone, didn't talk to him about it ever again. And then when we were doing the companion, you guys were like, yeah, do the shrooms. You got to do shrooms. My God.
It's fantastic.
It just
Game changer.
takes
Do you do a little psychedelic?
No, I have. I
do them every day.
them.
Yeah. Every day. Because I have a chip this big on my fucking shoulder. The shrooms.
You've had a hard time of it.
The shrooms bring it down here.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, the chips are.
They kind of focus. They focus everything.
Chip on
Can I
shoulder.
tell you? Can I tell you a business model you should do? Is lean. Did you ever hear MC Hammer used to sell shirts at his show that said MC Hammer sucks?
No.
Oh yeah, and then he'd make more money on those shirts.
We're
but they all
talking
went
about
to
that.
him.
You know, he used to be my manager.
MC Hammer was your manager?
Yeah, when I was fighter. When I was fighting, he was my manager in the UFC.
Are you fucking serious?
I've been on jets with him, planes.
Are you
The
serious?
best if you can get him on, and I know him well.
Yeah.
You get him on your podcast. the best stories you've ever heard about
good
death row.
person, a really
he was
good
with
person,
Tupac the night he died. About him being broke. I go, hey man, when you were like broke, he was broke. I go, weren't you bankrupt? He goes, Baba, I was MC Hammer broke. I still had 4 houses.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
I fucking
And a
love
good
him,
man,
too.
right? A really
you
good
love
person.
I think I worked with him.
You know, he's brilliant. You know, so he invested in Uber and Facebook
Yeah.
like 10 years ago.
and he's no dumb. Really?
Stupid rich.
I love
The
when
nicest guy I know.
I love when you hear that. I've worked with weird celebrities at times that you go like, I can't believe I met this guy. So like I'm Tom Sizemore. I didn't work with him, but I met him on Larchmont. I think he was high. He was trying to figure out a fucking coin operated parking machine. And I was like, hey, and he just turned around. He's like, oh, you're fucking hilarious. And I was like, oh, thanks, man.
Well, I got a story about Sizemore.
Really?
We had the same agent.
Bring up top.
My agent calls me up and goes, you know, he's unhireable. And I told him to talk to
Brooke?
you. No. He goes, I told him to talk to you. So I'm like,
Oh,
what do you want me to
I
say?
think he died, right?
I think
yeah, that's what we're talking about him.
he
Yeah.
died.
I know who we're talking about.
So that's it.
You see how I went, hey, Chin, bring him up.
Great actor.
In my head, I was like, you're gonna find out that he's dead.
Great actor.
I'm like,
great
oh, he
actor.
died.
Tom Sizemore's dead.
Amazing actor.
How did he
amazing
die?
He was such a good actor. Saving Private Ryan, fucking Black Hawk Down, amazing. But he got to a point where my agent said, look, he's unhireable because of the drugs. And he goes, can you talk to him? I go,
He's a
I
Mohawk
don't know anything
at
about
50
drugs,
there.
and why would you want me to talk to him? So long story short, I'm on the phone with him, talking to him.
About drugs?
Yeah, but I'm like, I'm
This
not
is the worst
giving
agent in the
Tom
world?
Sizemore any advice on anything. I'm not giving him life
Some
advice.
definitely don't have a
Fuck,
mohawk, right?
Great guy,
He
though.
used to
Really
date
nice
Heidi
guy.
Fleiss.
Nice guy.
Back in the day.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, apparently his brain aneurysm happened at CrossFit.
Well,
CrossFit kills a lot of
he was
people.
a really good guy. He just,
I'm kidding. It's not CrossFit.
And I made that up. I don't know if he kills people.
No, he
He's-
dated
oh,
wow.
Heidi Fleiss. He dated Heidi Fleiss.
He had a problem with drugs, and he never.
Her
got
eyes
over it.
aren't lazy at all. What were you saying, B?
He just had a problem with
Her eyes are
drugs. Man. He could
tired.
never kick it. You know who
She's
she
all-
is? You know who Heidi Fleiss is?
Of course,
Oh,
the
yeah.
Madame. How
you.
dare you?
Thank you.
I've reached out to her.
Thank you.
Yeah, he's killing it.
Yeah.
Well,
Not really. Maybe in heaven. Maybe in heaven.
killing it. Yeah. Hey, up there. Though.
He was a nice guy.
know,
God
you-
rest his soul.
You know, your assistant's a good-looking kid.
He's gorgeous. He looks like Jon Snow.
Brian, I will give you $1,000 if you know what that shirt is from. What movie?
Callahan Brake Pads, Sandusky,
Who was in
Ohio.
it? Who was in it?
That might be Talladega Nights.
Oh, hold on,
you.
hold on.
Fuck you.
I'm gonna give you 5 more chances.
Yeah,
Callahan Brake Pads.
$1,000. I'll cash app you $1,000 right now. You get that right.
Really? Why? Boy, because I'm old and I wouldn't know it.
You should know it.
Let me tell you a story about. Let me tell you
you're
about.
an
Let me
American.
tell you a story about Callahan Brake Pads.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great company, great hometown company out of Sandusky, Ohio.
Yes.
The dad decides to double down and double down on his brake pads and reinvest in the company, reinvest in himself, and he falls in love with a woman a little bit younger, not a ton younger than her, but gorgeous. Some people would call her a 10, and
I say 11.
I would say exactly a 10.
Yes.
And
Still not 10.
and then
At the wedding.
his son graduates college.
Yes.
His son graduates college. Upon his graduation, his dad says, "Buddy, you got what it takes to be part of Callahan Auto Parts."
It's a great story.
He brings him in.
A movie.
There's a movie.
Yeah.
Brings him in, and at the wedding to
It's
his
a
new wife,
documentary. Brian.
dad has a heart attack.
Dad has a heart-
and the son, along with his
It's an Adam
sidekick,
Sandler movie. I'm sorry, guys. Wait, don't leave. Hold on.
This is appalling.
All right, keep going.
Let me give him one clue. His
No,
sidekick
no.
is David Spade.
Why would you don't dip it that
He
quick?
still won't get it.
Oh, it's a Chris Farley movie.
Yeah.
And it is.
If you say black sheep, I'm gonna eat my
It's
fucking
not black
flip-flop.
sheep. It's.
And he goes, not so much here, more here.
Yeah.
He goes, Eminem. They have hard shell casings.
What's the movie? I didn't see it. Did it come out as a book first?
Tommy Boy.
Tommy Boy. Never saw Tommy Boy.
Are you serious?
I've never seen
Fucking epic. Fucking epic.
Never seen
You
it.
want him to make good promos without a wig.
Jesus
I know.
Christ.
I'm gonna do a wig. I got this. That's what I got. Tommy.
One of the greatest movies of all time.
Never saw it.
David
Tommy
Spade.
Boy. Yeah.
How great's fucking David Spade?
How great is
Have
Chris
you worked
Farley?
with him?
Yeah.
I didn't realize how talented he was till I did that his Comedy Central show. I did it like several times, and you watch him host, and I went, Oh yeah, he's from the Saturday Night Live days when it fucking counted.
Oh yeah,
like, he's so talented,
and he's the sweetest.
He's
dude.
so nice, man.
He's I love that he voice texts you when you
Every time voice
yeah,
text.
and it's cool because it's like Kreischer, Spade.
Yeah.
And it's like he's in character.
Yeah.
The only one better than him, in my opinion, was Norm. Because Norm
Macdonald.
Norm Macdonald, there was always a joke to it. So like for my last special, it was supposed to air on March 17th. Stay-at-home orders started March 13th. And I had a big show planned at I think I had both of you guys booked for a Call and Stick to Work show in the morning on St.
Right,
Patty's
we're supposed
Day.
to be there.
St. Patty's Day on the 17th, but stay-at-home orders, no one's allowed to leave their house. March 17th at 9 in the morning, I got a text from Norm. Where are you? And I said, I'm in my house. And he goes, are we doing this show or not? And I said, Norm, it's stay-at-home orders. He's like, oops. He was the best, man.
Did you ever see that clip with him and Bob Saget when Bob Saget was talking about Dean Martin?
No.
Back in the day?
Can you bring that up, please? That's all I'm going to say. Nothing was sacred to Norm Macdonald. He ends the podcast. He did a podcast with Bob Saget. Bob Saget starts telling a very heartfelt story about this is.
Is this the one that I'm
yeah,
talking
It's got to be.
Yeah, it talks about Dean Martin.
Dean Martin at Hamburger Hamlet.
You know everything
That's
about
what I
me.
meant. That's where I saw him. Was it Hamburger Hamlet?
Yeah, I didn't
That's where
know.
I saw him also.
We must have talked about it too.
I don't know. Well, it was me at Hamburger.
And I walked in there and he had lost his son, and he was sitting there and he looked up and it was nice, and I just went,
I found your son.
That laugh. That fucking laugh.
I'm saying it's been our guest.
Dude.
I found your son.
Did Brian say
miss Bob.
when he saw Bob Saget on a flight? Bob's in first class and Brian's going back to coach. He goes, hey, Brian, in front of everyone, he goes, I've won.
No, he goes, where are you sitting? I go, 8A. He goes, in coach? I go, yeah. He goes, then I won, huh? He goes, did you get canceled? I go, yeah. He goes, for your comedy? Or I was like,
As you're going back to coach, well, I've won.
That's crazy. Both those guys are dead.
Isn't that fucking
crazy,
nuts?
both of them
Fucking
are
sucks.
dead.
That Norm laugh when he just gets the joke.
I bet him one time at the Comedy Store, and he goes, hey, can I talk to you? I go, what's up, man? He goes, you used to fight, right? I go, yeah. He goes, what do you know, the betting? I go, what about it? He goes, you got any insight to that stuff? I go, I don't think, I wanted to give him some. I go, I don't think so. He goes, okay. I go, you bet? He goes, yeah, I bet big. And we're talking fighting.
Yeah.
Backstage right before I go on stage. And then he walks off and Sam goes, dude, he's a degenerate gambler.
He was a
Artie
hardcore
Lang
gambler.
tells a story about how he goes, hey, come over. You want to see something? Artie goes, I guess what? He goes, come over. And he has a shoebox full of, it's $100,000 in cash. And this is back in 90.
Yeah, when it mattered. Yeah.
And he goes, and he had to go give it to his bookie. You know, he was a serious gambler.
Back to Spade. So Spade always these voicemails. And Spade, whenever I'm doing like shopping friends at Ice House or Improv or Comedy Store, wherever, Spade's my first call. He always shows up. He always does it. And I go, Spade, Ice House is back. You in? Voicemail. Shab, Spade here. He goes, but it's not in LA, right? Just that. Nothing. And I go, yeah, but it's Ice House. It's not too bad. He goes, not LA though. I'm like, okay.
Let's get him on the podcast. He's great.
Spade?
Dude, he's
great.
fucking gold. When I shit the bed with Adam Sandler,
How'd you shoot the bed with Adam? Who's my hero?
I did a podcast with him during
What?
during
With Adam Sandler?
it was during COVID, and it was called Comedy Gives Back, and I fucked up. I fucked up massively.
Oh, was it one of those streaming shows? I thought you
stream
meant
one.
you did a podcast with him
No.
on on Bertcast.
Streaming show, and I didn't let him talk, which is very me. I didn't let him talk.
Welcome to the club.
I fucking I asked him if he had Netflix.
Wait, you said what?
I
You
asked
were
him if he had
fucking with him.
No, I wasn't. I wasn't. I asked
He
him-
is Netflix.
No, yeah, I know now. I asked him. I told him I liked this movie, Precious Gems,
Holy shit.
and I told him I'd just shown the movie Happy Madison to my daughters, and they loved it. He did a great job on Happy Madison. So
You
I
were
get in the
hammered.
car. Nope, stone sober.
Whoa.
Stone sober. The look on Whitney Cummings' face when I got done that interview was like she watched someone almost get attacked by a shark, but they rode it to the boat. And she was like, what was that? And I was like, I thought I killed it. And I was like, it's fucking good, right? She's like, yeah. And I got in my car, and Big J Okerson called me, and he goes, oh, bro, fucking Sandler interview, epic. And I go, is it that good? And he goes, good? He goes, I'm giving you a heads up. Legion of Skanks is going on next, and we are about to trash you. And I said, for what? And he goes, you asked Adam Sandler if he had Netflix. I go, that's a good question. I was promoting my special, and he goes, bro, he has a $300 million deal at Netflix. Yeah. He definitely has fucking Netflix. He goes, you called his movie Precious Gems. I go, that's not the name of his movie. He goes, you called the other one Happy Madison. He goes, we're trashing you right now. I got to go. Bye. And click and hung up. And I went, oh my God. Got to my house. I'm fucking panicking going, I love Adam Sandler. I hope, like I told him, I go, Adam, you want to hear a cool story? And he was like, yeah.
He's a nice guy.
In college, you did powwow at my school at Florida State in 1997. He was like, yeah. And I go, and then there was a girl that I was dating, and then she went home with you, and then she called me and they smoked pot with you, and then she told me to come over, and I never came over, but I could have come over. Wouldn't that be crazy? And he was like, okay. I go, Adam, can I tell you about the time I got involved? I mean, it was so fucking bad.
Oh my God.
And then Spade leaves me a voice max, bro. The fucking Sandler interview, epic. And that's it. And I'm like, oh fuck. I texted him back. I was like, please tell him I'm a fan. He goes, no. He was like, he wrote back. He's like, or said back. He goes, Sandler watched your special. He thinks you're hilarious.
Oh, thank God.
He thought it was hilarious. He's like, you are Farley in those interviews where he goes, Paul McCartney, do you remember when you wrote Hey
Yeah,
Jude?
that's right.
Because you are that guy. And I was like,
They wrote that off you, yeah.
Remember when you did that? That was awesome.
that was awesome. That was
awesome.
It was the worst.
It goes nowhere. He goes, that was awesome.
So great. That was awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And then we ended up doing a deal over at Happy Madison to make a movie. So they were cool.
He did this movie?
No, another one. We did another one.
All right,
Yeah,
take it easy.
Yeah.
All right,
And
take
so,
it easy. Be cool. Be cool.
I never thought I'd ever want to make a movie in my entire fucking life. I had no fucking
That's a lot of work.
Because you and Tom are opposite. Because Tom, I know, has been offered movie roles and turned it down.
Well, yeah, he's
for
the guy
different
that
reasons.
runs the carnival and tries to molest kids. No,
No, he got offered a big time role.
Yeah, no,
A big time role.
Well, he did.
And he's
he
like,
took-
you don't want to be that famous.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
Also,
But that
it's
doesn't
so
sound
boring.
accurate.
It's also boring.
Wait, Tom Segura said this?
Yes. We'll talk after.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
I
I
mean,
know
you
he's
would know.
taken a lot of real small time roles. Like the stepbrother of Mark Wahlberg in Adopt These Kids or whatever that movie was. He's taken a lot of shit roles.
He was good in it. I saw him in something. He was really good.
What? Adopt Those Kids?
Adopt those kids.
Or something. Remember when the white people needed kids and something?
Yeah.
Two black kids.
Yeah, I think that's it. And
Tom's in it.
Tom's in that, and he worked like for a month for $30,000, and I was like, why would you fucking do that?
It's the worst. You wait around all day. I'd never done
Like, go through his IMDb. Let's see all the movies he's done, and then tell me the ones he got offered.
No, he's turned them down, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's turned them.
Never did a movie where I didn't want it to be over.
Okay,
The little things.
He's in pre-production on a new movie called
Flinch, the opening act, Cabin with okay. Countdown.
Instant Family.
That's it.
Workaholic.
Instant Family. Yeah.
That's with Will Ferrell too, or no?
No, it's with Mark Wahlberg and
Adopt those kids. Though.
something. It's called something. And then they dyed Tom's beard, and he looks absolutely ridiculous. He looks like a fake version.
Tom's not gonna be in the trailer, Jim.
I'm just showing this.
Yeah.
No, actually, Tom is in the trailer.
No.
Yeah, Tom's in the trailer. He's like, good luck with that. It's a really, like, he really nails this role.
You know who can actually act their ass off is Bill Burr.
Yeah.
In Staten Island, he's crushing it, man.
Pete Davidson was pretty fucking great in that too.
Yeah, Pete's a
like
beast.
that's fun watching him.
Do you know
I don't
Pete?
think he's gonna be in. Yeah, I do.
He's such a good guy.
He's a great guy.
Yeah.
He's a great guy, and he's doing fucking phenomenal. I
Big
don't
dick.
think he's gonna be in this trailer, maybe,
I
but
just see a picture of him.
Wow.
There he is.
there, that looks
Oh,
like
wow.
him. Hi, dude.
That's 5 years ago.
Yeah, he's aged
His beard
a
is terrible.
lot.
He's gotten a lot skinnier though.
Yeah.
You guys are on that Hollywood diet, huh? Both of you.
No,
I get it. Hey, I get
do
it.
hard work. Dude, can I tell you, I just want to get back to regular fat. Like right now, I'm I'm like, ooh, fat. Like,
I don't know about that.
I perform with my shirt off, and trust me when I say,
what are you weighing?
261 yesterday.
You weigh 261?
Yeah. I was 257.
What would you be if you were
256 today. I
would
lost
you
5
be-
pounds yesterday on steroids. On fucking Arnold's, baby.
How long you been on testosterone?
1 day.
One fucking
One
day.
day. One day.
Why did it take this long, Bert?
I don't know. I love it so much.
What got you to do
Are
it?
you doing the? Hold on. Are you doing the injections? Just testosterone.
doing injections.
Sippy Nate.
Nope, injections. So here's
Twice
what,
a week.
3 times a week.
Oh, that's a lot.
250 milligrams. Like
No.
I can do the whole vial.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Oh, I was like, holy fuck, Bert.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
You have fucking veins.
I mean, I'll tell you honest about everything, but 25 milligrams, 25
2.5. Oh,
So
yeah.
the 25 on the
Yeah.
needle.
What got you-
25 on the
Yeah,
needle.
25 on the
What
needle.
got you to do it?
Love it. Yeah, 25 on the needle. 25 on the needle. Yeah, you know where it is. 25 on the needle.
I'm the only guy not on testosterone. Fuck.
And so
Your hair's cool.
So I went to my car. This is I don't care. Full disclosure, because if it works for me, I want it to work for you.
Yeah.
I went to my cardiologist my last visit, and I have been on the road pretty aggressively, and
The most aggressive.
the most aggressive I've ever been. And my blood pressure was perfect, which is never the case.
It's usually high?
Usually high. And my blood pressure was perfect.
Yours
My
is
cholesterol was perfect. They had upped my
I'm Bert in 5 years.
Your cholesterol's perfect.
my cholesterol is, well, I'm on 20 milligrams of statins.
Okay.
So,
medication.
which is a lot. And he said, with that dosage, I'm a little concerned for your liver. We're going to do some liver tests on you just to check your ALT, ACT, or AST, whatever it's called. And he goes, and if it's high, can I suggest, this is my cardiologist saying this, not fucking anyone else. He goes, can I suggest testosterone? I'm going to check your testosterone levels too,
You'll
see if they're low.
less.
I said, really? I said, well, I've a buddy on testosterone. I have a couple buddies on testosterone.
Yeah,
and I was
all your
like,
buddies.
all my buddies are on testosterone.
all my
And I was
friends are
like,
doing
so but why that? And he goes, well, if your levels are high, the testosterone will help heal your liver. So it'll help unclog it. And so he said, so you should check with one of these. There's a lot of places near. He named a bunch of places in LA. And I knew a guy previously that I'm always hesitant to say anyone's name, but and I'm even still, because I don't have control of editing his name out, but it's the same guy that gave me intravenous stem cells and stem cells in my elbow that I trust. I know the guy, and I want to promote his business, and I hope I do, but I don't. I'm always sketchy about saying shit like this, you know, but because no one's ever honest with it. And so I called him. I said, I just got all my blood panel back. Can I send it to you and you tell me what you think? He sent me over to the head person over there, and they were like, and they had worked with me before. I'd gotten stem cells, intravenous stem cells, and she goes, can I do a blood panel on you? And I said, not now. And she goes, why not? I said, well, I'm partying a lot. She goes, if you give me a blood panel, I can help fix that. And I was like, yeah, no, I didn't understand her. So we did a meeting, and she said, you told me your lifestyle. My thing is just to correct your lifestyle, just to get you on stuff that'll help fix your lifestyle. We want to get you on testosterone that will help repair your liver. So let's do that. And
So your liver was damaged.
No, well, I have a fatty liver. Everyone has a fucking fatty liver. Like anyone.
You don't think yours is extra fatty?
No, it's never. My numbers have never been up.
Oh, wow.
They've always been in the range. And so I was always like, I'm good. Not realizing probably that there are times when I'm partying hard that it's out of range, you know. But this time I was definitely partying hard, and it was out of the range. It was the first time it ever happened. I'm talking like I went to Rams games. I went to my cardiologist the next day. In the range, totally fine in the green.
But you go to a cardiologist because your heart's been a problem in the past?
Nope, I go to a cardiologist every
don't
6
wanna
months
die.
because I'm strokes and heart attack run in my family.
Okay.
So I get EKGs, I do CT scans, I do carotid artery scans.
Oh, wow.
I do everything, and I'm at below 15% in both carotid arteries, 0%
For calcification?
For calcification, 0% in my heart, and my blood pressure's in check. My cholesterol, I would like to lower my cholesterol medication to 10 milligrams because it does tax the medication taxes your liver, which is fine if you don't party and you don't drink, but if you party and you drink, it shows up. And that's where
Now party, I've heard guys who are on the road with him, you guys can figure out who it is. They're saying Bert will party all through the night and then wake up, and as he wakes the other guys up, the features, you know, and he'll have a fucking mimosa or fucking a
So you
Bloody
can
Mary,
drink. You can
and then
drink.
go, hey, we got to go work out. You're like, what
Yeah.
the fuck? I'm trying to recover.
You can work. You can drink.
Yeah, problems.
Could you drink that bottle of whiskey, and you would be fine?
Not fine.
No, I'm saying, but the next morning,
yeah,
you're ready to drink more.
I used to work out. I used to jog on the treadmill with a box of wine. That was like,
yeah, there's red wine stains
yeah.
all over his fucking treadmill.
I used to leave a box of wine up there, and I'd drink with a box of wine and run. It was one of my favorite things to do.
Because you have energy when you drink.
I guess.
So how much do you think in a week? How many drinks do you think you have?
I couldn't even tell you.
Made me
Really?
feel good about
Yeah, I couldn't
myself,
tell you.
Bert.
A lot.
Pete would know.
Pete, how many drinks do you have?
And don't say it. Just don't say it. So let's just shut up.
Hey, hold on. Hey, more than 10? Blink.
Oh, 10 drinks in a week?
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
Buddy. I use.
starting off low. I don't wanna
I
get
use.
fired.
I use. So.
I have
Lately, I've been leaning into beer, Bud Lights a little bit more because I've been hanging out with Shane Gillis and
He
Mark
drinks
Norman. He's a
beer.
Bud Light guy. And
Shane's so American.
but my other drink is tequila, soda, and lime. I get key lime juice.
Gay.
And I drink them out of Starbucks venti cups. And so,
Okay.
says we grab them when we're on the road, and so that's it. Usually, my level, and this is gonna sound really high, but I don't know any other way than to fucking be super honest about my drinking, because you'll get caught as a liar. If you're an alcoholic, you'll get caught.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't yet, but yeah.
I did it when we did Sober October. Rogan's like, "How much do you drink?" And I had a choice.
Oh, you were honest.
I was like, do I tell him the truth or do I lie?
What'd you
Because I
say?
could lie. There's at the time, I mean, it still is, but at the time, and while I'm doing it, I know this is the biggest podcast in the world.
You
And
get found out.
and you get found out. You get found out. And so I said, I have like 9 drinks a night. And he was like, well, you'll find whatever the fuck I said. But I said, let's just say 9 drinks a night. That's a fair guess.
A lot of
How many
drinks.
bottles is that?
Hold on. It gets better. And you know Joe with his little like, I'm Karen eyes. Buddy. Wait, hold on. Oh. And you almost see him write you off in his eyes. Like, I can't fuck with people that drink like that.
Because you're going to die anyway.
Yeah,
or
'cause that's-
something.
yeah, 'cause that's
He's
Joe.
detaching
You don't even
now.
close
He
'cause
starts
you're gonna
detaching
die.
now. It's like
Yeah.
your dog. You're like, oh, my dog doesn't have a... Yeah, I got to start detaching.
And Tom Segura starts laughing and he goes, "They're doubles." Joe goes, "What?"
So that's 18.
He goes, 18 drinks a night. 18 drinks a night. He has 18 drinks a night. And you watch Joe just. So then Joe said, we should go sober. We should do Sober October.
That's
And
why
then
he did
starts-
this.
And then, yeah, of course.
to
And then,
help you.
and then he said, he goes, "Hey, man, you may need medical help to get off this." And I was like, by the way, there's a lot of times I don't drink. So I'm sitting there going, I definitely don't need medical help. And he's like, yeah. And
So extreme.
and then leaving the old school Rogan one in the old school Rogan
Here.
one. Not-
Yeah.
In LA.
Yeah, LA. Yeah, the one in LA, yeah.
What was it?
No,
Cal-
before the one, before the big one. Before the big one, the one before that.
Oh, okay.
Remember the office buildings?
Yes.
We're leaving. The energy has shifted. We've decided to do Sober October. Joe is now sullen. And as I walk out of the door, he goes, "Hey, man, if you don't want to do this, we don't have to do this." And he hugs me. He goes, "I love you, brother." And I'm like, oh, this isn't fun anymore. I laid in bed. And I went, I just fucked up my career so bad. I told everyone how much I drink. I should have never done that. Should have never fucking done that. Because now it's gonna look sad when I drink on stage. If I have a drink on stage, they're gonna be like,
No.
Well, you're such a happy drunk.
yeah. And so I did Sober October. I did not need a detox. I just stopped drinking.
Yeah.
October 1st.
But how many? So how many bottles? So it's a bottle of tequila.
Well, that's sketchy.
night.
What I can tell you this is this. Bert Kreischer, can drink 1 bottle of wine a night and maybe a glass after
Yeah.
and be 100% ready for anything tomorrow throws me,
Yes.
including a 90-minute workout that's like 30 minutes on cardio, an hour of weightlifting.
Wine is different. I can do that. I can drink a bottle of wine.
So that was my key. When we were doing the movie,
I'm talking about tequila.
I
Can you
tequila-
drink a bottle of tequila?
Sadly,
goes down so
sadly, my
smooth.
tequila is my recovery on tequila is so much better than old wine.
Wow.
Like my whoop
It's
was
not all
in
that
the-
sugar.
It was in the 80%. And so I was like, tequila's my thing. I can drink tequila and just wake the fuck up. Whiskey fucks me up a little bit. I don't know if there's sugars or it's aged or there's some.
not sugars.
Yeah,
There's
it's
some
it's
like
wheat.
carcinogen.
It's wheat. One is like, from a cactus. The other's wheat.
Yeah.
And that's full of impurities and stuff like that. Like tequila's pretty pure.
Well, vodka was my jam for a long time. Tito's.
another one.
And I would drink Tito's And when Tom and I did the weight loss challenge, I drank Tito's and I was completely fine. And then there's a part of me that sounds really cunty, but there was a part of me that I'd promoted to Tito's so much and I never got any love back from them.
That's a bummer.
Like,
I was just gonna say, how do you not have a deal?
That's crazy. How do you not have a whiskey or a tequila?
I don't know.
Wait. So do you? Interesting.
I won't have a whiskey, respectfully.
Thank you.
Wait, let me ask you this.
I'm being
But
dead
do you,
serious.
do you do you care about like?
I'm not a
the
whiskey guy though.
taste?
I like your whiskey.
Yeah.
I'm not a whiskey guy. It's like if you're gonna make an alcohol, what are you gonna make? I don't know. I mean, like the truth is, I enjoy whiskey, but like
The money's in tequila for you, Bert. Or
I
vodka.
don't know
But you don't care about the taste, Bert,
the taste of what.
of whatever it is. It's not the taste. You're just drinking because you like the
He likes
effect.
taste.
Yeah, I don't know. Wait, hold on. No, I don't drink
Like-
for the taste.
You don't drink. You don't drink. You don't
I don't-
sip tequila.
I
the
don't fuck for
expensive
the eye
tequilas?
contact.
Yeah.
I fuck for the cum. I fuck for the cum. I want the fucking orgasm. What do you
want
think I
that.
want to connect with her? I just want to fuck and have her.
That's it.
Yeah, I don't drink for the
You don't
taste.
sip. You don't
Who
sip
drinks for the
expensive
fucking
tequila?
taste? I just love the taste of this thing that's been aged in a barrel for fucking 30 years. As
You don't give a
opposed
fuck.
to a fucking root beer, which is so fucking good.
Brian's the opposite.
I know. I like
I
sipping
love-
tequila.
God damn it.
I'm like,
dude.
well, what is this? How was
Can I
this
get another-
made?
can I
Fuck
get another-
you,
can I get another
man.
one? Can I get
Asian
another one?
cherry cask.
No.
Oh fuck! Can I get another one? Are we out?
Yeah,
of this?
no. I
Yeah,
got
you can have as much as you want. It's incredible.
No, I don't. I definitely don't. I don't drink for the taste. I don't mind. Like,
You know the taste.
I mean, I can get super.
drink
Tiny
it?
bit, tiny bit.
Do a little taste. Hey Pete, can you grab me another ice cube out of the fridge?
Yeah, in the fridge there's a bunch of ice cubes though. Great
I
shit.
enjoy moments. I enjoy moments, and I think alcohol gets you to that moment because it lowers everyone's guard and it brings you closer. When you say to each other, like the other morning at the airport, we were at the airport and we came up with a TV show for. I came up with a TV show idea, and everyone liked it, and everyone got excited. So a whole team traveling, my trainer, my everyone, and no one wanted to drink, and I had already had a cocktail, and I started
me out.
soft punching people's arms, going, "Oh, we got an idea! Who wants to make an idea? Who wants a cocktail?" And then everyone, the first one, when you break the first card, and he goes, "Okay, I'll have a Bloody Mary," and then everyone's like, "I'm going to take a Bloody Mary." That energy is what makes the god's dicks hard. It's
like
like
you're
the
back in
fucking
college.
It's the
dude.
greatest
It's when if you're a god and you're
Euphoria.
looking down at the world, right? You don't care about. I mean, I love David Goggins. I'm sure. I'm just saying those guys that are running 50 miles. I'm sure as a god looking down on the
Well,
world.
that's
you
another.
go,
That's a different kind of drug. That's another drug.
You
That's
go,
a drug.
You go, fuck yeah, get after it. But I guarantee you, as a god, you're like, oh shit. Oh shit.
Look at 'em
Someone
go.
got laid last night. They're all
Yeah.
sitting around the table. Shut the fuck up. They just woke up. They got McDonald's fucking Egg McMuffins. They're about to tell the story.
right.
He's breaking out a bottle of champagne.
Yeah.
Tell the fuck story. Like that energy is so fucking fun. Dude, but some of the thing I love about being on a tour bus is that moment where like everyone's closed their curtains, but you hear someone open their curtain and tell something out the thing, and everyone just starts giggling, and those moments are like the camp moments. Do you remember camp when you'd be at camper and everyone would be trying to go to bed, and one guy's like, "Hey, is Brian in here?" He's like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Tell him he's gay," and everyone would just laugh. It's like the dumbest joke, right?
yeah.
And then you go, wait. Does Brian have his phone? Can he call his mom? And I mean that energy.
That's it, yeah.
And look, it's meathead energy.
Mischief.
It's that fucking sense of humor.
Yeah.
Is what would keep me up. I would wake
if
up
you think
early.
if you think about your life, like you measure your life, I guess partially in accomplishments, but what you really think about is the times you laughed. Like what actually connects you, and what makes friends is the times you were fucking yucking it up, right? Like think
right.
about it every time. Like that's kind of where connection is.
I don't have any memory of Joe other than laughter.
That's what I mean.
I mean,
Oh,
like I have memories of Joe, but when people say Joe, I use Joe as an example because we're all friends with him. But like when people bring up Joe Rogan to me, I don't think about the ivermectin or the fucking.
Okay.
I don't think of any of that. None of that shit ever registers with me. It
don't
lands
think
on me
about
like
it.
a fucking
Yeah.
lead balloon. What I remember is one time he said to me, high as fuck, he goes, how many fish do you think we'd still have if you threw a fish 10 feet in the air and it could start flying?
You guys were high, clearly.
Very high.
That
And
question
I
is.
said, and I said, not a lot, I don't think. And then I went, wait, hold on. If you could go fishing? And he goes, yeah, you caught a fish, and then you throw it in there. He goes, how much would you enjoy fishing? I go, I fucking love fishing. But those moments where you giggle with a friend, they're the best. They're the best moments you'll ever have.
Yes.
I mean, the number one moment I think of with us was in Austin at Aubrey's penthouse, and you and I smoked weed, and there was all those girls there, but you were just trying to make me laugh.
So hard.
And we're on like the 12th penthouse.
He was
story.
laughing
I almost
so
fell
hard.
off the side of the fucking building.
I was making you
laughing
laugh so hard. That
Hardest
and then
I've
that
ever
girl
laughed.
with her dog, and I go, your dog's got a bum ticker, huh? Time to say goodbye to it. Remember that? I was killing
Makes
you
you
with
laugh
that.
now.
And then the best was when that guy came in with a wig. And you were like,
No, we had
you
this.
got a hell of a hair. You got a hell of a set of hair on you.
You'll
And I
love
go
this
like this.
story.
I go,
hey, this
"It's a
guy
wig, it's a
comes
wig,
in, right?
it's a wig,
It's this
a wig,
big
it's a
deal when we're just starting podcasting, and we're
But this is back in the day.
back in the
and
day.
there's
It's
this
10 years
big
ago.
nutrition-
I was about to say Aubrey's in a penthouse. I think he has a ton of money now.
No, this isn't
this
Aubrey.
was-
This is like 12 years ago. We're just starting. We're trying to get sponsored for the podcast, and I
was
get
a
us
nutrition
I get us in
company.
the room with nutrition. He's not there anymore. Nutrition. It's a big deal. It's gonna be overall deal. We're sitting down. We're talking. I'm like, where's the main guy who gets the deals? They're like, he'll come in a little bit. So we're talking. He walks.
No.
He walks in.
It wasn't the main guy. Wasn't the main guy? Was the bald guy?
He was like head of marketing.
Another guy. Very
He's the one guy
muscular.
there waiting for it. There you go.
Very
Greg will
muscular.
be here any
He's
second.
very muscular,
He
very
walks in,
handsome.
bro. His wig is a Pittsburgh Steelers helmet. It's
Yeah,
the
but
worst.
you didn't know because he
fucking-
comes in. He's a very handsome, striking man, big guy, all dressed up, but so clearly a
And me and
toupee.
Brian are talking. I'm
And he
covering
goes
my
like
mouth.
this. No, but he goes like this. Brendan goes, he doesn't see it at first. He goes, we're about to have the meeting. He walks in and he goes like this. He goes, and Brendan, I clock immediately. That's a toupee. Be quiet. Brendan goes, guy's got quite the set of hair on him. As in, he's complimenting. And I go like this. I go, it's a wig. 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 And Brendan goes like this. And I'm telling you, dude, I was laughing. We couldn't do the meeting.
They go,
couldn't do the meeting.
They remember. They go, are you two all right? And I go, yeah. I'm laughing at the doll
I
over
was-
there.
No, you know when you can't stop laughing?
Oh, are you kidding me? That's my favorite time of my fucking
I was
life.
crying so hard.
The meeting. We did not
We didn't
get the deal.
It didn't happen. It didn't
happen.
happen.
I go, got a set of hair on y'all.
I swear to God, the way guys hunt, the way guys fish, I do that for laughs.
Yes.
I sit with my bait in the water, waiting for a laugh.
That's right.
Waiting for a laugh, and now I don't want to create
That's
it.
all I've ever done.
I want to find it. I want to find it.
organic, yeah.
And if you can show me a laugh, I love that more than anything.
Yes.
I did. I'm just saying this very casually. Have you seen the kid that fell off stage?
I saw you laugh
Yes.
about it. I saw your reaction to it. I was like,
What
oh
was
my
your
God.
reaction?
He goes, that's the
He's at the
funniest
Laugh
he'll
Factory,
ever
I
be.
think,
That's the funniest
Chicago.
he'll ever be in his life.
It's the funniest.
said.
And
He goes, that's the funniest he'll ever be in his
the energy of when you can make me laugh like that, you got a special place in my heart.
Yeah.
Like you get it for the rest of my life.
hope that kid's okay.
Austin Black's his name. I've
sure
been
he's
texting
fine.
with him.
You've been texting with him?
Yeah. It's the funniest. It's the hardest not the hardest I've ever laughed. The hardest I've ever laughed. The hardest I've ever laughed. Tom has made me laugh 3 times the hardest I've ever laughed, without a fucking doubt.
No, it's comic falls off the stage. Yeah, there's Laugh Factory.
Scar?
It's
This
Laugh Factory
fucking-
Chicago. It's not LA, yeah.
This fucking kid. This makes me laugh.
Little escapade, like having little adventures. Freaky Chicago girls. And I've come to the realization, I've been talking to one, that I don't think pegging is necessarily that gay.
It's so good. It's always so good. It's always so good.
It's so good.
It's always so
It's so
good.
good.
It's just as good the first time as it is the 100th time. I've watched this so much. There's something about.
better.
But wait, hold on. Can you access the true divinity? The true divinity.
That's right.
Is when you watch yourself laugh and you laugh also.
I know.
Can you do that?
Well, we were watching.
Dude,
I showed him a Louis C.K. clip that I can't play.
Dude, I can't stop laughing.
We should
No,
play it.
play for
What is it? What is
we
it?
can
Play
play-
for Bert.
No, don't tell
I
me what
hope
it
he's
is.
falling off
Don't- Don't tell me what it is. Just
Don't
play
tell
it.
me what it is.
I can't get enough
want me
of
to
it.
send it to you?
Pictured Louis
I'm gonna
doing the voice.
Hold on. This is from his show.
It's so good.
I'm not gonna.
Brian
We were
sent
laugh-
it to me. I haven't stopped laughing.
Nah, it was so funny. Here, I'll send it right here.
Brian sent it to me. I didn't watch it in the moment because he always sends me bullshit. And then I got home. I'm like, all right, what's Brian want? And I'm like, I could not stop laughing. I had to send it fucking everybody I know.
Well, it's so
The idea
fun.
of it's Louis' show. The idea of him saying
Louis'
this
show, and
into the
it's like
mic
him-
for the recording of the show
Yeah.
is so
What
preposterous.
is it? I don't even want to know anything more. I don't even want to know
Don't tell
anything
him.
more.
It's just about they're right there.
Hold on.
No, don't tell
Don't tell
him.
me anything.
That's
Hold up.
Don't tell me anything. Don't tell me. Yeah,
Holocaust
yeah.
Museum. That's all you
my favorite clip of all time.
need. Fuck.
We won't be able to hear it,
No.
Chin, but
I know.
Bert's reaction.
There's so much
will.
stuff we can't air.
Go
But
back.
hold on. Yeah, I got it.
Watch this now. Watch this.
I'm so excited.
Get ready.
I'm so
This
excited.
is
I
gonna
might
make
have a
your day.
cocktail.
Yeah, me
before
too.
this.
Hold on.
This is gonna make your day.
That's something. I wouldn't do that if I was you.
Why it says press?
Go ahead.
Why would they make it say
Press
press?
the art button.
No, I didn't say it. I didn't say it. It's the button. It's listed. Okay, no, wait a second. Wait.
Ah, fuck, man. Oh my God, that's so funny.
I'm gonna get canceled for laughing at that,
Oh,
but
well,
I'm about to pass out.
Why'd she run off? She runs off. She goes, oh shit.
you couldn't do that now.
Fucking brilliant! I almost passed out. You can see it in my eyes.
You
as I'm
could
over. I
not. You
almost
couldn't
passed
do it
out.
now. You couldn't do it
Oh,
now.
you can't do it now. You couldn't do it then. That's why it's funny.
You couldn't do it then.
Brian, that's never
I was never allowed at Holocaust Museum. Can you believe they got away with it then?
I wonder
I'm
if
gonna fucking pass out. I'm gonna pass out. I'm gonna pass out.
Oh, fuck, man.
Brian,
I laugh at it every time.
Brian, you can do that today.
Oh, play it again.
That
Play it
made it
again.
better.
Play it again. Play it again. Play it
Play it
again.
one more time.
I don't
What
care
the
if it
fuck?
gets us kicked off. It's
Shut
too
the
good.
fuck
Nobody will
up.
know what it is.
For him to,
Why would they have this there? Why would they have this there? Why would they have this there? This is
watch her run off.
like.
Press the thing because
Watch her run off.
you do not have survival.
She pretends she's on her phone.
Why would they have that there? Why would they have that there? Why would they have that there?
Do you follow orders?
It's so good. It's so fucking funny. Brian goes, they can't do that anymore. That's why we're laughing. They couldn't do that. I'm crying. I'm fucking crying laughing.
I gotta get out of here.
Oh,
I'm about to have a heart attack.
Oh, fuck.
Brian goes, they couldn't do that.
They couldn't do that today. I can't believe he beat up a woman. They couldn't do that today.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm about to die. I can't stop. Oh. Brian goes, they couldn't do that today.
And the New York Times said it's the best show ever. And that was before 2000.
Oh, get me
Oh,
out.
fuck. Fuck, I am proud. I am proud to call Louis C.K. my friend. I am proud to call Louis C.K. my friend. That is a hard. Why? Look, man. Hey, listen. If you're my daughter, Georgia, who's watching this right now in college, and you and your friends are not laughing.
Shout out to them.
If you're not laughing, first of all, number one, we
not
need to have a
gonna play that.
conversation. We need to have a conversation. But
Take
number
it
two,
easy, Georgia.
but that is the point of comedy. Is the thing you don't expect.
Most outrageous thing.
The most outrageous
outrageous
fucking
thing.
thing. I'm sweating.
And Brian
I'm
went up
sweating and I'm
to-
crying.
They
I'm
couldn't
crying.
do that
They couldn't do that today.
In 1955, you could have.
Here's okay. The holy grail of comedy. The holy grail of comedy. I don't know everything. I'm just saying this. I'm spitballing right now. is when you can hear the thing that you said again in your head. You can hear you say it for the first time.
Yeah.
Or someone taps you and you start laughing again at the same
I laugh
level you were
every time
laughing.
I see that.
I've laughed in years.
It's so funny.
The best part is
Why would it say that? Why would it say that? I can't.
me picturing him recording that.
Him writing it. Is that something that's in the museum, or did he write that? That's the real question.
That's on the museum, dude.
Oh, fuck.
Like,
Fuck me.
he wrote that. God,
Dude,
I'm sweating.
funny.
I have
No, it's not. It was the button.
I have a simpleton's access to comedy, in that I love laughing, and
Me too.
like, there's people that don't enjoy comedy. They just don't, and I think they think they're comedy fans, but they don't enjoy it. They don't really enjoy it. And the whole thing about comedy is just like, does it make you giggle? And if it doesn't, then it's not a fail. Like, a lot of shit doesn't make you giggle.
Yeah.
Going to McDonald's doesn't make you giggle, you know. But like, the fucking.
Brian going, you couldn't do it today.
You couldn't do that then. That's why it's so fucking.
Dude,
I think you couldn't do that. What I meant
that
is you
could get
couldn't.
funnier.
Right, you
and
couldn't.
you did it.
But I think you couldn't. You couldn't write that into a TV
There's
show.
nothing. Hang on. The
and
only
have
thing
somebody do it.
funnier than comedy is when someone actually isn't trying to be funny.
Yes.
And Brian was not. He was trying to
He
be.
was
Like,
dead
he was
serious.
trying to. He was. And I'm telling you, my daughter Isla is the funniest. My daughter Isla is the funniest human being I've ever met in my life. And she is only funny because she's never tried to be funny
She
once in her
shouldn't
life.
too,
And so the things she says, you hear it from her perspective, and you go, "What the
Jesus
fuck?"
Christ.
And it's our goal as comics is to get there. Is to the second you try to look like you're trying to be funny, it never works.
Yep.
But the second that you can access that angle of like almost like either you're with it or I don't know. It's really hard to achieve.
Yeah.
But man, when Brian said you couldn't do that today, I can't think about that statement. I can't think about that statement because
It's already
because
funny.
You couldn't do that today.
Can't do that.
Bert goes, you couldn't do that ever.
That wasn't
Dude,
on
I almost-
fucking
in
Tool Time with Tim Allen.
2018, that wasn't allowed
I
either.
almost passed out.
That was I almost passed out. I almost passed out.
That's the closest I've
You
ever
don't
been
get
to-
that. And by the way, I hope that anyone that watched any of that, I don't know how you're going to edit that together.
I don't
hope
either.
that
Oh,
I
we
hope
won't
to
have that
God.
on.
No, we won't have the video on, but have our reaction on.
I'm gonna do my best to chop it up.
Yeah.
You got to chop it. You got to figure it out.
That probably was
because
2015 or something.
It was actually pretty accurate. It was pretty close to now.
Yeah.
Louis
Yeah.
does not give a fuck.
That's what makes him.
Louis
Well,
doesn't give a
What
fuck.
I'm saying is that you would not have a network that would allow that even to be a joke.
because
his
Louis
deal- his deal-
What I meant
Louis
is,
on FX.
Like, yeah, today there's not a shot that would get by
no,
any kind of
no, in the
censorship.
writers' room that would.
Oh,
get,
they would not in a million years.
no,
Not a
it's fuck.
shot.
God bless
We
him.
lost our mind around all that stuff somewhere around after 2020.
No, it's I'm really trying to recoup from that moment.
Me too.
I've had a
I
handful
don't
of
like it.
moments like that in my life, where you can't stop and you hear the words the people said in your head as you're laughing. You
welcome.
hear them right. You hear them.
Bro.
It's one of the best.
You're welcome.
That's one of the best. By the way, I can name them. I can name them. We did it the other day. I can name them.
I gave you a good laugh.
The best. One of the best laughs I've ever had.
I'll take
Dude, me and Bert were about to.
You have no idea. You have
pass
no
out.
idea how appreciative I am, and I'll tell you why. And I mean this for real.
Because he was dead
One day I can watch this clip, and I may need you to get that whole clip and do that whole clip.
Yeah.
Put it up on YouTube by itself,
Just for
whatever
us.
what it is, just for me.
Just for
because
us.
I know I can access watching me laugh and
Yeah.
laugh again.
Yeah,
I have
me
that
too.
ability, and I know that may be hacky or whatever, but I can giggle at funny moments
Well,
for the
that's
rest
like
of my
the
life.
Bobby Lee thing when he was talking about being molested by a Down syndrome. And I watched that with he and I trying
I
not to laugh.
Yeah.
And he goes, if you laugh again, I'm going to leave right now.
Oh, it's one of the best. Dude, you guys have so many great clips like
I've
that.
been doing this for 10 years.
Over
You guys
10.
have so many great
Over
clips
10
like
years.
that.
Over 10 years.
Over
we've been
10
doing this
years.
podcast.
Well, I love one of my favorite ones is I saw it. I have no idea, but I'm watching you and Dalia, and you were talking about Drake concert, and you're like, Drake concerts are awesome, and it's Dalia's delivery, and he goes, you went to a Drake concert? You go, my brother did, and he goes, so that's a different person, right? And you went, yeah. But like that pacing of that is so fucking good, and you only get that. You only get that when you know people for that long.
Yeah.
That where your energy is positive, and it's also ball busty, and it's also fun, and it's also like it's God.
That was the
damn
whole
it.
point of that. Before they shut the Comedy Store down, that's what we all did. So me and Dalia started doing that whole ragging on each other back when we were doing the fucking Laugh Factory. Jamie Masada would be there, Dove Davidoff, Steve Byrne, and we'd all be sitting around.
Dove Davidoff's an underrated talent.
One of the greatest.
And I've said this over and over
So
again.
funny.
He's opening for me this. Well,
Is he
this
really?
when
In
this
New York?
airs.
Dove
Well, no.
Davidoff?
He
He's not
will have
opening.
opened.
I'm doing Sony Hall and in New
Where?
York City. And when you see this, I
never heard
will
of
have
it,
already
yeah.
done it. Sony Hall in New York City.
goes,
and
"Where?"
he's coming. He's there. So I go, just come up and just do 30 minutes or whatever.
Dove
Because he
Davidoff.
took time off because
Yeah.
he made all that money in real estate.
Yeah, he got into
But
real
then
estate.
He's in a bunch of TV shows too, and then
Yeah.
now he's so fucking funny.
So funny.
Dove is so
Dove
fucking funny. His
is Dove
delivery.
is.
Smart.
I've done
Smart.
podcasts. I've done podcasts where all I did was celebrate Dove. I have a real affection for Dove because he's a real dude. He's a real dude
One
in
of the
so many
best.
ways.
One of
He
my
knows
favorite
fighting
people.
like a mother.
One of my
knows
favorite
it.
people in the world.
Man, I adore that dude. Like because when I started in New York, he showed up around when I was working the door at the Boston Comedy Club, and he was just a different breed. Man, when you go to college, like the way I went to college for 7 years, you can recognize dudes like dudes come in as freshmen because I was in a fraternity, and you want to give them a bit immediately. So dare I say, it's like a gay attraction. Like when you recognize you want guys to be in your fraternity, but you want them to be in because you know they're cool. You can sense cool in other dudes.
Yeah.
It's a gay thing. It is a
No,
gay thing.
I know what you mean.
But you're like, this guy's a face guy. He's gonna get tons of pussy. He'll bring tons of pussy here. Let's get him here. And I just left Tallahassee when I moved to New York. And the second I met Dove, there's two dudes. I was like, that's why I would rush. I mean, like get him in
Have him in a
fraternity.
frat, yeah.
Dove Davidoff and Nick Swartzen.
You want to hear it? So
Nick's
Dove made a
great,
speech.
Nick's
dude.
the
man.
fucking
Dove made a
funniest, man.
speech at my wedding. Wasn't supposed to. I had my wedding, and this is 15 years ago, and everybody's speaking. You know, all my friends. Jimmy Burke, hilarious. My sister, fucking hilarious. Other friends, hilarious.
Not this last one.
No, this was my
years
15 years
Yeah.
ago. And Dove, at the height of his powers, and he wasn't. Dove's depressive. Dove suffers from what he calls the black dog.
He
Like
calls
he'll
the
call me
black
up, he goes, "I
dog.
got to touch the black dog." You know, so he has this joke. You ever want to kill somebody, but you don't have the strength to get off the couch? You know, it's that kind of idea.
Yeah.
And so this is in front of 200 people at my wedding, and he gets up, and he goes, all these people making jokes, and I wrote some shit down, but I don't really know how to be funny, but this guy, he said, it's weird how people mean something to you, but Bertrand Russell, he was a British philosopher, and he didn't kill himself. And he said he didn't kill himself because he wanted to learn more about math. And this guy, if something happened to this guy, man, I guess Brian's kind of like my math.
Jesus
And
Christ.
he goes, "Have a good night, everybody." And that was his speech at my wedding.
Wow.
And everybody just
Intense.
went. Everybody just went. I was just like this. I was just looking at him going, "Bad motherfucker." And all my friends came up and they go, "That guy's really special." I go, "Yeah,
smart.
that's Dove Davidoff."
Dove's
That's
smart.
David. It was such a beautiful thing to
There's
say.
also a time where Dove broke up with his fiance because she shit in a hotel room.
Listen,
Let's be very clear about who Dove Davidoff is.
listen. I don't
Broke
know
up
about
with his
that.
fiance because she shit in a hotel room in Amsterdam, and she kept
Rightfully
going,
so.
"Where was I supposed to shit?" And he was like, "Not in the hotel room."
Look, I don't know about that. Dove has a thing, He's
Yeah,
like,
he's
hey.
got a thing. He's like, "She's beautiful. I can't imagine her shitting." And then all of a
Ruined
sudden,
it.
she's shitting 10 feet. Bert, your wife does this? And I go, "Yeah, everyone does." And Christina Segura was like, "Yeah, he shit in front of Tom." And he's like, "In front of her? In front of her? You shit direct?" I go, "We all shit in front of her." He's like, "I'm out of this. I'm out of this." And he broke up
You
with
know
her.
what, we were at the Comedy Store, and when
I apologize, Doug. Is that not? Is that
No, it's fine.
Whatever.
We were about to leave.
He's moved on.
He literally,
yeah.
He's a
he
kid now.
went to New
He's a
York.
kid.
He went
No
to
way.
New York.
He's a kid.
What do you name his kid?
Brendan.
His son's name is Emerson. His son's name is
Bert?
Emerson.
Emerson? That's a
For
good name. That's a good
Ralph
name.
Waldo Emerson. But
Oh, I thought it was after the girls' college.
no. No, but good
That's where
question.
my head was at too. So you know we're two dumbasses.
Yeah.
Ruth, after Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Yeah, Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Dove is such a bad motherfucker. He really
Makes me
is.
laugh so hard.
I bums me out. So I met him when we were kids, and then I reconnected a couple times where I'd hang out with him, and then not a ton, obviously, but he's made me giggle consistently because he's. I mean this. I hope you guys get what I'm about to say.
Yeah.
He's like Brody, when you can't tell if there's a character, if he's trying to make you laugh, or if he's just being Dove.
Get it?
Yeah.
And you go,
Check.
yeah, and you're like,
He left LA because he couldn't have a conversation. We're at a comedy store, and somebody comes up and says, "Hey, man, what's going on?" And Doug goes, "Oh, Jesus Christ." And then the guy, "Oh," and he goes, "This fucking owl talking to me, this fucking owl." Called him an owl.
Well, I
Then another
remember
guy- and then
when
he goes like this, he goes, "I got to go to New York, Bri." He goes, I go, "What?" He goes, "I got to leave you." I go, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Can't do it anymore, Bri." And he just left. And he
Well,
never
I
came
remember when we were first doing Fire and Kid live, and we did the Gramercy Theater around New York, and then that night we hung out with Dove, and he was doing a spot in the cellar, and I went down and watched him, and I was like, "Holy
Yeah,
fuck!"
man.
I just remember watching him being like, "Holy fuck!"
Yeah, he's
man, he's
And then we
he's
sat
an,
at
he's
the
an
table and he's
original.
talking. I was like, "Oh man,
I
that's
remember.
so smart."
so smart.
He's an original. I've sung this to the heavens. He's an original talent, for real, top to bottom, original talent. And I say that to anyone not listening. I don't think you can find even content of Dove, really. Like it's
We've had him on Fire and the Kid back in the
I
day.
can't get him to do
several
any
times.
promotion or anything.
He did Fire and the
he didn't
Kid,
give a fuck.
And
And,
then-
that's when you go.
That's what's cool.
That's kind of what's cool. It's like
but you're not selling tickets.
no,
It's
but
cool though.
No, but he didn't need to. I think if I'm not mistaken, I'm gonna say
Dave
this.
Attell doesn't
Where
either,
has to
though.
go? Where do I have to go?
I was trying to make it slick.
Oh yeah,
there.
I got to dinner with my parents pretty soon.
All right,
but
let's
don't worry.
wrap
Hold on. Hold on.
Parents can wait.
The thing about
buzzkill
Dub
over
is
there. Just kidding, dude. Good job.
I remember him saying he grew up with David Lee Roth.
Well, no, that's not what. So Dove owned a building.
Dove's family
Dove's
owned,
father
like,
died.
a fuck.
Dove's father died.
That's it.
And they owned a junkyard where they sold scrap metal. So Dove's
And his
dad.
dad used to fuck the dude.
Well, don't worry about that part. But his dad.
I thought it was story time.
His father died of AIDS.
I thought it was story time.
Okay,
I thought it was story time.
So his father died of AIDS. But Dove's dad left him the junkyard with his brother and stuff. So Dove is down the Lower East Side. Now, just so you guys know, in New York, before in Lower East Side now, like Rivington Street and all that, it's
nice now.
You couldn't. I had to be. My buddy John Joseph used to have to meet me at Houston to walk me down where past Cat's Deli.
Didn't we
That
have a
area
dude
you
have to
couldn't
walk
go
you
there.
home?
You couldn't go there as
Yeah,
a white guy.
it was Lower East Side back then.
It was
back
all
in the
like
day,
Puerto
was-
Rican gangs, and it
When
was
I
all
was
Puerto
doing stand up in 1998, 90,
Yeah.
it was sketchy. And
So
this
this
is where
is-
Rosario
so-
Dawson grew up.
So, Bubba, this is
damn.
1992, 93, 94. When
Oh, that's even worse.
and
Yeah.
by the way, I was down there
romantic.
in 87, 88, 89. So you couldn't
you
go
in high
down
school?
there. I was in college. You couldn't go in.
88,
Yeah,
Ryan
sorry.
was-
My
couldn't.
bad. My
I'm an old man. I'm an old man.
bad.
You couldn't go down there if you didn't have a people, and it was for real dangerous, real dangerous. So Dove's down there, and he's down there in the 90s, and he starts seeing. He goes, I saw some gay dudes just milling about. These gay. I saw a bunch of gay dudes, and then one guy opened a muffin shop, and I see these gay guys eating muffins.
Dove saying this. Is
Yeah, he goes.
funny already.
I see a couple gay guys eating a couple muffins.
So New York.
And I think to myself, this place is on the up and up. So he gets a fucking bag of cash. I won't say how much. And he goes and he buys the building from this Chinese triad dude. And just gives him the cash, and the guy writes him a fucking deed. Now he owns the building. And sure enough, Rivington, it's on Rivington and Ludlow. Right now, you couldn't buy that building for fucking under.
Dove also did that in Brownsville.
Correct. But he
Under how
buys.
much? I don't know how much. Like,
Now that
Yeah.
building would cost you $20 million, $30 million.
yeah.
Dove owns it.
So he buys. So David Lee Roth,
Dove's rich.
he lived in the bottom floor. David Lee Roth rents the top part. So the first time I come over to his house, he goes, "Hey, Dove," and he goes, "Hey, Diamond." He called him Diamond Dave, and I look up and I go, "Are you David Lee Roth?" And he
What
kind
band
of goes,
was he
"Yeah."
in?
And he was the lead singer of a band called Van Halen.
Sidebar.
Yeah.
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 Sidebar, I'm young, yeah.
First night I'm in New York, I've been written up in Rolling Stone magazine as the #1 part of them in the country. I moved to New York. I'm hoping to start stand up. I end up at a bar called Mary Lou's at 3 a.m, and bars are closing, and I'm down there, and a dude hits me up, punches me in the arm. I'm with a beautiful chick, and he goes, "Oh shit, you're the party animal," and I was like, "Yeah," and he was like, "Oh, I just read your article, Rolling Stone magazine on the plane." I was like, "Oh, thanks, man. I'm trying to keep like a low key, so I appreciate it. Thank you very much." He's like, No. Harvey, Abel, check this guy out. He's the party fucking animal. But guy, #1 party animal in the country. And I was like, "Hey, man, I'm trying to like hang out with this chick. I really appreciate you." And then I look at the chick, and she goes, "David Lee Roth knows who you are." I look over, it's David Lee Roth. I go, "Shut the fuck up. It's Abel Ferrara and Harvey Keitel."
Oh my
And
God.
they come down, and I'm like,
Stop.
"Oh!"
What the fuck?
Mary Lou's on 13th.
Oh, dude.
My first night in LA in New
Oh
York.
my God. I know Harvey a little bit.
I don't know.
I've
I don't
spent
know
some time
Harvey
with
at
him.
all.
That's pretty fucking cool. That's like
Yeah, it
Harvey
was the
Keitel.
coolest fucking moment to have when you get. Sadly, I didn't know who Abel or Harvey were.
Abel
at the
Ferrara
time.
did
Yeah.
King of New York, one of
Yeah,
my favorite movies of all time with Christopher Walken.
I didn't know who he was, so
Well, there's no reason you would have known him.
Yeah.
But he looks like The Walking Dead.
Oh wow.
yeah, they were all at the end of the bar.
But he was something else.
And,
What'd he do?
Hell of a film writer and director.
Is he a White Walker?
He definitely has had. He's lived a hard life. But talented guy. But yeah, look at his.
I love your sensibility.
He was something else. But that's I believe his wife and kids.
Oh wow.
my God.
He got young. Wow. He's doing well.
Jesus Christ, put me in that game.
Yeah. I'll be a
My
White
wife doesn't
Walker.
even. I mean, like I'm fucking young. Pull up my wife real quick.
Some women like old men.
Pull up
Some
my
women
wife.
like
Pull up
old
my
men.
wife.
Wait, what did he do? Be?
Bert Kreischer's
Watch
wife.
the movie
He's
King
a
of New
director?
York. Yeah, director.
All right.
Who's that?
Harvey
No,
Keitel.
not when she
know
was
that.
young. Now, do one with her.
this-
Yeah.
Here? This one?
No, that's not gonna fucking.
wife
it's
is
there.
fucking- No, nothing. Keep going to the older ones.
I'll skip.
No.
Been married a long time.
No. That's me and Christy Mack.
What'd you do with Christy Mack?
I just hung out with her.
very
Really,
attractive.
to be honest with you.
She's very attractive.
Yeah, she's pretty cool.
How's she doing?
She's doing great.
She's not doing porn.
Leanne looks good in that picture.
Yeah, she's-
I fucking
she's
hate that I
so
love
good.
my wife.
You shouldn't hate that, dude. That's great.
I'd love to be a dog.
That's
Raw dog
Like
bitches
old school
all over
pictures?
the country.
Bert?
Yeah, no, that's when we were children.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that.
so
Go to that.
young.
Go to that. That's
Hold
when
on,
we were
that's when
children.
you guys were young.
God, you look like a crypto king.
She's so cute, dude. She's so cute. Your wife is so cute. That's so my
That's fucking
type.
adorable. Yeah,
Like
yeah.
button nose
She
with
is. Well, go
freckles.
pull her up at
She's
52.
so hot.
Pull her up at
She's
52.
so hot, dude.
I think
Pull her up at 52.
she's cute as fuck.
Pull her up in 52.
I don't know. I'm joking. I'm hammered.
She's a cutie. All right, we gotta get you out of here. Your
No.
parents-
Hold on. I'm not done.
It's Leanne, right? I know.
Yeah. Just type in Leanne Kreischer. That's
Yeah, look at you guys there.
Leea. Yeah, it's close enough.
Tell me when. Here?
What's a normal picture of her? She's
why'd you do
adorable.
the
I can't
freeze frame like
shit
that?
on her. She's adorable.
Here.
I'm attracted to her. So
She's a cute lady, man. What do you
Hell
think?
yeah.
man, I can't look at these pictures of my kids like this. It fucking bums me
No,
out.
don't. Bert's drunk. Don't bring up his kids.
All right.
It
I'm trying not
it
to.
bums me out because they're old now, and this is going to happen.
Oh, I
to
can
you.
imagine.
Brian. It's happening to you right now
But I have a baby.
with one. I want one so bad.
I have a
do it,
14-month-old. I race home to.
Yeah, I wish
race
Liam would
home
just
to
get
my
me
baby.
someone pregnant. Like, let me get someone pregnant like Johnny
I
Appleseed.
race home to my baby. Like I race home to that little girl.
Oh, nothing.
I'll show you. a
Are you?
video.
Can I ask you a real question?
Yeah.
And don't think. Just answer. Is it more fun with the new one than the old ones?
I'm not answering that question.
It is.
You want me to answer it? I'll answer for
I
you.
know, I know,
Answers if-
because
No,
I
I
know
love
because
my-
because
You're
you
in a
know what you
different
fucked
area.
up because you had a hunger in you. When I had Georgia and I had a hunger in me that was insatiable
Yes.
about succeeding, and I knew that if I didn't succeed,
gone too much.
then they
I was
weren't
gone
gonna-
too much.
Yeah, I was gone way
gone
too
too
much.
much.
I was gone too much,
gone
and
too
I'm
You still are, Bert.
but I understand, but we have fucking shit to do, people.
But you didn't get divorced.
And now I've already burned the bridge. It's
But
like
you
I might
didn't,
as well
get.
just.
But Bert, you
Better
didn't get
keep going.
divorced. I did.
I didn't.
And that fucks with me a lot.
Well, now this guy's.
And I'm not. No, I'm not saying. I'm very, very. I love my wife and I love my baby and I love my kids and I get along great with my ex. But you don't live down the fact that
You failed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't, and it's okay. But I mean,
Well,
it's true.
but failure is on a swinging scale.
no,
So, like,
I'm very happy
it would
with
be-
where I am with my
50%
life.
of a-
I'm very
Well,
happy.
there's an acknowledgement in like this isn't working. We're gonna move. That's great.
Yep.
The problem I have is that it works with me and Leanne.
Have you guys ever been close to a divorce?
No,
Never.
not even remotely.
God bless you.
Dude, I've been with 6 chicks in my life. Like I have nothing.
Yeah.
I have intimacy issues. I have OCD problems. Like I'm a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
And she accepts me. I'm cool.
Yeah.
As long as she's on me.
Found the one.
Yeah, I found the one. I found the
Who
one.
deals with your chaos.
I found the one. Here, can I tell you? I think about Sliding Doors, that Gwyneth Paltrow movie.
Yep.
Never seen it.
It's
Right? Gwyneth Paltrow.
I love. Did you say horror pass?
Hard pass.
Oh, I thought
But also horror pass.
Horror pass too.
No, I'd be down. I just
so
don't want to watch your movies.
Sliding Doors. I read the book. No, I'm kidding. So, but I think about like, so I've been offered at strip clubs. Like I go to strip clubs all the time. No big deal. And chicks have like propositioned themselves to me.
Of course, you're
And
Bert.
well, I didn't realize that I've not always
machine.
been Bert. Now
Wait till your movie
now I'm
comes out.
more famous, and so it's happened, and so I had to say no. The easy thing is to say no for me because I know that my life's very happy. I'm very happy, and I know that if I do something like that, all that happiness goes away. I love
Your
my wife.
wife is
I love
also
my
your
kids.
best friend, right?
Yeah, hardcore.
Yeah.
But I
Your best friend let you
wonder.
fuck other people. That's a Dove quote.
It's actually a Rogan quote a long time
Is it?
ago.
Man, it goes
I like
way
it.
back.
Yeah. Keep
That's just in the Bible. Keep going.
Yeah.
The thing I think about a lot is you think of dudes who don't have that happiness. Like I have no question about Leanne. Had I not married Leanne, I wouldn't be here with you guys today promoting my Netflix special, Razzle Dazzle, where
your
she lets me
movie.
talk total shit to her about her top to bottom and my kids. And we're all very, very happy. George
team.
is in college. The girls are happy.
I've seen your house.
Like everything's fucking great. I have no question about my path in life because I found that chick, right? I think a lot about the dude who didn't find the right chick and his life isn't going the right way. And sometimes you can blame it on that chick. I have nothing. The reason I don't cheat on my wife is that I have nothing but to accredit my wife with my success because I found the right chick and I'm the happiest dude in the world.
Yeah.
So like, it's like part of me goes like,
I think maybe the most important decision you make is who you choose to marry.
It'll
oh
ruin your
my
life.
God. Oh my
I really
God.
believe
Facts.
that.
Oh my
People,
God.
I used to think it was like what you do with your life. I think the most important decision you make is who you choose.
I
to
think they
marry.
go hand in hand. I think it's two things. What you decide to do in your life, and then also if you have someone that champions that and makes the home a home.
I think
it's the
I
perfect
think
combination.
I think I could. I'll tell you right now.
By the way, just
I could
for
be
the-
married to Leanne and be a fence builder. Like I think about building fences a lot because I go
promo.
would be yeah. Well, I just know that those guys don't take their work home with them. Like they just build the fence.
You'll
And
have
it's-
to think about painting the fences. And stuff.
I think that what we do is that we make our living off our imagination
And our
so
lives.
so there's and our own bodies.
Yeah.
And there's no time off because, like, it's impossible for me anyway to write funny
Can't
shit
shut
and
it off.
surprise people and surprise myself with my comedy, and be a civilian. Yeah, I can't shut it
You
off.
can't clock out of him. Like,
you
well,
can't-
not going
you
to write
can't
the
shut
funny.
it off.
No, it
And
never shuts off.
I envy contractors or home builders or cabinet makers
Yeah.
who can just shut it off. I do envy that, and it's cool to make art and
Hell
make
yeah.
your thing and put it out. And I think if I was married to Leanne, I could probably do anything because I would enjoy it because there's something about her fucking giggle. I don't like celebrating my wife because it seems bullshit. You know, like it seems bullshit.
Doesn't to me at all.
But like
little bit
like
of
her
that.
giggle, it does seem bullshit. I think it does. I resonate
I've
as bullshit.
checked out.
As when she like giggles in the or if she fucks with me. When she
It's your
fucks with
soulmate,
me,
dude.
I get a kick out of her. I get a kick out of the woman.
Yeah.
And she raised my daughters. I did not. I was on the road. I was
did a good
barely
job.
there. And those two bitches fuck with me too. And they
course
fuck
they-
with me hard as fuck.
do they hold some resentment for not being there for birthday parties, all that stuff? No,
Nope.
that's good.
God
Look,
bless
that's
them.
what they know. Does
they
Jocko's
don't-
daughter
yeah, they don't know
have a
any different.
resentment for him
Yeah.
being a Navy
See, that's the
SEAL?
thing about being a
Does
comic.
Michael
That's
Jordan's
the
kid
thing-
get mad at him?
That's the thing about being a stand-up comic, man. It's like it's a really
Fine
weird
line.
way to make a living. It's
gonna
also
show
a
you
very
this.
rare fraternity.
I'm gonna show you this. This is full fucking.
I'm going to piss hard after this
I
and
gotta
end
piss.
this
Yes.
podcast.
Yeah,
So
we'll end here.
Georgia So there's a
You're in school now,
there's
right?
George is up in college, and Ada's junior, and I don't know, whatever. She's 16. I don't fucking know.
Is she a junior or senior?
Who fucking knows?
I don't know either.
Does it matter? Does it matter?
Did Georgia go to a good school?
Yeah, I like her school a lot. I'll tell you off air.
Yeah, please.
So
Good sports teams?
let's just talk about it off air. Let's talk about it off air.
Yeah, man, shut up.
So
Yeah, you got P too.
So there's a bit in the special. My special Razzle Dazzle is airing right now on Netflix, and the girls call me Baby Walrus, right?
Hilarious.
But this is it's ball busters. I love ball busting bitches. I love it. There's no better woman to hang out with than a woman that can punch in the dick verbally and then can hang. And so today, Georgia sent me this text. She goes, "I miss this guy," and that's a picture of me as Baby Walrus.
Oh, that's funny.
But if you watch the clip of me doing it, I look like a fucking walrus.
That's so cute.
And so I love that that's who she raised. I didn't raise those chicks. Like Leanne did, but I love that. I'm drunk now. Let's get me the fuck out.
God bless.
Go watch
This has
Bert's
been-
new special on
Gentlemen,
Netflix.
gentlemen, I miss you
His
guys a
movie's
lot.
coming
We
out.
miss
I miss you guys a lot.
Oh, you're my favorite.
I miss you
man.
guys
I
a
love
lot.
you. I love
This
the
has been
fuck
a
out of you.
fucking.
I almost
Please.
passed out.
Please send me the clip of us laughing like that.
Please do.
Even if I don't care. I'll take the fucking strike. I'll put it on mine. Whatever. It's so good. Tops Off World Tour. Bismarck. Whatever. Sioux Falls, Oshkosh, Peoria, Rockford, Augusta.
You'll sell it all out.
This comes out next. So I'm in Tacoma, March 23rd through the 25th. Is that right, Chin?
Here we go.
Fuck
Yep.
yeah. I'm not that drunk. March 23rd through the 25th, Tacoma, Washington, Atlanta, Georgia, Spokane's coming up, Belfast. I'm headed to Europe.
You're in
So
Belfast?
June 15th,
You're in
Belfast.
Belfast. Hold on. Belfast, Ireland?
Yeah. Belfast.
Oh, dude.
go to Europe,
Shout out to my. Whose podcast are you doing when you're up there?
Probably True Geordie. That's who I hooked you up with.
Yeah, True Geordie's there. He's in London, right?
though, right?
But there's a great Belfast podcast up there. I'll set you up with.
Yeah, set me up with.
Yeah.
So it's Belfast, Glasgow, Manchester. What else is it? London, Cardiff, Dublin. That's coming up in June. It's June 17th through the 25th. Get your tickets at thickboy.com.
I'll see you guys at West Nyack, New York, Levity Live this coming weekend.
Fight Companion, Joe Rogan. It's on JRE. The live is on Rogan's YouTube, and then it goes to Spotify. That's for Leon Edwards versus Usman. It's me, Rogan, Eddie Bravo, myself, a special guest. Love you guys. Bert, we fucking love you. Go watch this special.
Razzle Dazzle on Netflix, streaming right now. Razzle Dazzle.
You're the best.